Episode 21, did you stand up, Rick? Go, 22. Sit there, stand up. 22, do a dance.
Oh no.
Hi everybody, welcome to episode, I don't remember, 22.
22.
Oh, what a good guess.
Deuce. I mean, he kind of just said it.
22, right otherwise known as the episode where the group get hunted down and killed by a bunch of angry fairies.
Yeah.
Next week, the group get hunted down and killed by a bunch of angry furries. Different episode altogether.
No.
You can tell it's a little bit brighter than normally.
Yeah, because we are playing on a different day.
At a different time.
In the day. And that's it. It makes like Rick look like he's a shadow. Maybe it's...
This is perfect for his cleric.
Yeah, it's a shadow cleric. So last episode on Dragon Ball D&D, the group began, or actually did quite a lot last episode. They found Gull Village. They met up with, fucking forgotten his name, Mathis, who was the leader of Gull Village, and they found out that Mathis was like thousands of years old. Mathis also, through some quite clever sleuthing by now clearly Batman, Tintan, except for he does kill people. What's Batman who does kill people? The Punisher.
Thomas Wayne.
It's the Punisher. The Punisher carefully realized, did some really good question asking of the right people, and found out that the strange hide that they had was that of a legendary lichen of some kind, and the hide itself carries the spirit of the lichen that then can take over someone that it deems relevant or worthy, or weak enough, and can take control of them. They also found out that person was somehow or is somehow connected to this strange human being in the group who was the only person in hundreds of years to have completed the trial by himself. And he sent the group off on their trial, gave them their like egg-like seed. Group then went out onto they actually met on the way Rokan, who was a interesting stoner herbalist furbolg, who vibed with quite a few of the group, chilled out with them and gave them somewhere to sleep in the evening. The next morning they went out to undergo the trials. They actually breezed through the trials, killing basically everything in their path, including innocent pixies, slaughtering them.
Who would do such things?
Luckily, it was clearly the person in the group who has no moral issues whatsoever. Tintan slaughtered a whole ton of pixies, which were just trying to protect their smoking pillar staff of awesome, which the group then proceeded to steal
borrow
without intent of returning, and run from this strange pocket of fey wild. They managed to escape, from which they came across the final task, which is to get across a dangerous rocky outcrop with gas, like dangerous gases spraying up. The group finally made it past that when they came to the lip of the volcano, and looking down into the mouth of the volcano, they saw a huge bronze dragon sleeping on a rocky outcrop beside a massive sigil or rune that covered over the top of the volcano. And just to add more info to that, because I wrote more today.
Yes.
So the volcano they're on is called Romulus. There's a huge crater at the top, and as you look over the edge you see this huge sigil burning brightly over a massive pool of bubbling magma. There's a bridge between two rocky outcrops, and on one of the rocky outcrops lies a massive glistening bronze dragon. The dragon is long, like super long, maybe 70 to 80 feet long, curled around almost like a serpent, but you can distinctly see that it has hands and feet like a dragon would. So very much like the Chinese dragons, or Oriental dragons. Its tail splits into 2 spikes, and on both spikes there seems to be some kind of metallic, like some kind of metal on the tips of each of those spikes. But the dragon itself is like gleaming bronze, like bright bronze. It's actually quite difficult to look at because of the light from the lava reflecting off its metallic body. And then as you look down, the dragon stretches out like a cat, lying against the warm rocks, and the heat is, where you are even, is pretty unbearable, and this dragon seems to have no worry whatsoever of the heat that is emanating from this volcano. And it seems to be like lazily just dipping one of its claws just into the lava over the side and swirling around, kind of like someone on a beach on holiday. And all around the dragon is actually lying on, if you look a bit closer, some furs, some leathers, and then all around it is gems and gold and piles of glistening brand new armor, and even some little shrines, and then a big pile of like meat of goat and cows lying next to it that it seems to be chewing on lazily. What do you guys want to do? It hasn't noticed you as such yet, or doesn't care that you're there. You're not sure, and you're just looking over into this area below.
So you say we're like closer to the edge?
You're like on the top, so that it's like a volcano, right? So it goes up, and then as you go to the peak of that thing and you look down into the volcano, this is what you see basically.
And we know we have to cross that.
I'll put the dragon on. You're not down there.
No, we're not
You
down
just
there.
put
We're
your
above
powers
him.
on it.
And this thing here.
I'm just gonna put any old dragon. This is not what it looks like, but I don't have another dragon.
My place.
So there's a huge dragon.
And he's
on one
facing
side.
which way?
Just chilling.
He's just lying on the rocks, like dipping his toes in the water while the lava, the magma. But yeah, you guys aren't down yet. You're more like up here, like around the edge of the volcano, like looking down on, like it's probably like a 20-foot drop before you'd actually get down onto that ledge. And the dragon itself is probably around 300 feet away
Okay,
at this
so
point.
another question. So we need to drop the egg in that, or we gotta pass that?
And we do not know.
You don't know. He didn't give you any kind of instruction of what to do with the egg as such.
He just say,
He said drop it in a volcano. That's all we know.
yeah.
That's what he said.
I mean, I see a sigil. Maybe just drop.
Yeah, so
it.
you can actually see, like, if you sit and watch the sigil itself, as you notice it, like the lava is almost like pushing against it, like it's almost a film over the top, and every now and again, like a big burst of lava manages to push through it and like fires like scalding lava onto the walls of the volcano side where it like sizzles and singes. But it seems like this sigil is somehow like almost like holding back this lava.
Yes, so there is a dragon. I'm waiting on someone to get back from eating pizza.
I mean, you know,
It's just
Shay
cooking
gets
pizza.
hungry. He just,
You know,
Shade.
the main guy who we're doing the trial for, sir.
Sometimes you get hungry and you just gotta eat and, you know, pee in a volcano.
Sir.
Some people do.
Do we throw this egg into it and run?
I don't know if this is the is this the volcano?
They
or-
did say there was someone protecting the insurance.
I mean, we've been at the volcano since we basically got here, so I don't know
I mean, I guess we could just walk up to the middle and then just.
Remember,
No, we're above.
remember, I can still talk to animals. So if
Oh.
he tries to attack, I can at least try to calm it down and show him that we're not there for his goal. So he might attack thinking that we're trying to get the goal.
Some dragons are smart, so some
Yeah.
dragons actually understand.
They're intelligent
That's-
That
creatures.
is true, but if he doesn't,
My question is he... How far is he going?
300
For
feet.
about 300 feet.
Don't say bullet.
If we get closer, I can
You're not gonna
stay behind something and speak to him without being seen.
But why would we?
a
We
dragon.
just have to throw the egg in the lava. That's it.
Do we?
I mean, if we had to do that, we probably would have did it as soon as we got here. Just put it.
Does
in
that
the
egg
cracks.
look like? Does that egg look like a dragon's egg?
I'll pull it out.
So,
Roll
Perception.
intelligence. Well, actually, is it intelligence or history?
Can I look at it while you're looking at it?
You can
Probably you could do an intelligence check. Yes, you can definitely if he pulls the egg out. Intelligence check. No, history check. It'll be a history check.
I might need to pull up my stuff.
I would like to roll to see if I remember tales about dragons and if bronze are good or bad.
18.
Roll a history check. History check. It looks, from what you remember, it looks a bit too small to be a dragon's egg. It looks more like an ostrich egg or something like that.
Yeah.
Dragons are big and scary and they kill stuff, and maybe they don't.
Exactly.
ostriches kill stuff.
Yeah. Dragons, honestly, but I mean, I'll listen to the command of the trial and just do as it.
So just yeet it.
Yeah, I think it's more of a bravery test. We have to do something similar like this.
So we got
In the other trial.
Just run up and call it stupid.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so we'll all die. That's
What?
brave.
And taste
I-
like-
I'm not
What is
sure.
he smoking? What? When
I'm
did
not
I say
smoking.
that I will call the dragon stupid?
Oh, you
When did
You said bravery.
Do not
Yeah,
yell.
don't yell that. Jesus.
He called you. He
Exactly. This is hurting me.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking forward.
Well, that's the
But
thing. We're
there's
above.
there's like a 20-foot drop.
Oh wait! Whoa, whoa, whoa,
So that's what
Way
I'm
up
saying.
here.
You're like
Then-
around
Oh,
the, you're around the lip, and then as you look down in,
This is what we
you
see.
see these two ledges with a bridge across
Oh,
the lava,
we see this,
and there's a
okay.
huge sigil across the whole thing, just
Sigil,
above the
what's a
lava,
sigil?
like a rune,
Room.
like a magical rune, and it seems to be keeping the lava from pushing up. So it's like
Oh, so it's
holding
probably
it
a
in.
seal of some sort.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I do not know.
But the dragon is happily dipping its foot through the seal into the lava and just swirling
Oh.
around. It's not really paying attention. It's just chilling there, like relaxed.
Maybe we have to give it the egg to the dragon for it
That's
to.
what I was saying. Maybe we need to actually speak to him in order to get these done.
If only we weren't getting pizza when we were talking about this.
But
Man, if only you responded to the message on our
Either way.
group chat. Either
So-
way,
That's how
Was he setting up? I wasn't. Was he?
you weren't.
Here you go, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
we can. Can we even get closer? Is that
We can just walk on the bridge.
could-
How do we get down?
We could
what I'm
slowly
saying.
go down or just walk down like apparently Jay was trying to do.
There's no point in trying that. We're not there.
We're talking about what's that?
I mean, we could.
I say
I mean, don't we still?
I say we stop being pussies and just go down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I have some.
Okay.
I've got two rages.
Okay,
There's
guys.
lava. There's a dragon.
You
There's
just-
things that fuck you up.
You just
other
go
than
walk
stuff.
down there, see how that works, guys. And then, do you have any more birds?
Guys,
What about that?
let's crawl down.
What about that
I'm going
stupid
down.
owl?
Me and Kai's going down.
Because I can fly now.
Okay, so roll a quick acrobatics check to
Oh.
see how well you were able to
I
slide down this
Go
shelf.
down, but I cast levitate,
I knew it.
So you just float down.
so I can float down.
Yeah, they're all scrambling down, and you're just like.
Just slightly.
Are you trying to do it stealthily or not?
I'm flying down.
I'm assuming I'm stealthy.
I'm
Can
stealthy.
I get advantage
too.
on
You
my
would
stealth
roll a
check?
stealth check normal. Everyone else would
What?
roll
No,
on
I'm
disadvantage.
not doing stuff. I'm just going.
You're just sliding down.
I'm
What
flying.
did you roll?
I rolled ace.
Okay, you said normal,
10.
right?
Normal stealth check.
Get the black.
19.
Okay.
Uh,
And you're
16.
to slide down.
Yeah.
Okay, you slide down pretty
I'm not being
comfortably.
stealthy.
You just down this shell.
Disadvantage
slide.
though.
Where,
You said anybody going
where's
down
the
is
red dice?
disadvantage.
Where's the red dice?
No, I said acrobatics to go down. It's stealth is
Right.
disadvantage because you're sliding down like a rocky slope.
Markel, what's his acrobatics?
Oh,
I don't know how.
Caius?
This is
I
funny.
got it, I got it, I got
play
it.
guys.
Plus one.
Markel
I got it.
is
Plus
the-
one. Plus one.
yeah, I'm the
I can
roller.
actually tell when you're when
This
you're
is
speaking as Kyle.
Terrible. Bruh, I casted fly and
Natty
still
one.
I rolled
So
a 4
Tinson and
on
Caius
that.
both jump and just. I will do damage for you guys.
Yeah.
You take 7 damage each.
You
From
have
just
to do
falling
that.
down.
Yes, I can. Unless nope, I can't.
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you gotta do the damage for Kai's.
Wait, where is?
So you take 7 damage as you tumble down this slope. What did you roll, Fantasia?
Somehow I'm flying, but rolled a 4.
Wait, what do you roll for?
If you're
Stealth.
flying, you don't have to roll.
Oh, you just stealth?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just fly down, really in view. The dragon, you get to the bottom and you look up and the dragon is just it's just lazing around. It doesn't seem to give a shit.
Change that damage. I still have the damage from last time. He was at 50, so I got it. I'll write it on here like I have it. You said 7?
50, so I remember. You took 7, so you're...
No,
wait,
keep
you
it all
was
the
at
way up.
50?
Keep it all the way up. I'll just do it over here manually like I have it.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't seem to have phased the dragon at all. The dragon is still just like lying like in the water.
Alright.
Or lava. Sorry.
Lava.
I'm saying water.
I
And the
feel like
fiery
The
death
liquid.
water.
Liquid fire.
Do you want to put the camera on?
I said we weren't there yet, so I was waiting.
It was staring at me as I flew down, and
Well,
Kai's
do you want to roll a quick perception check to see if it even
Yeah,
acknowledged you?
let me see. Whee! Oh god.
You don't know if it was...
Nope,
yeah, you
I
don't
have
know.
no idea what was happening. I just heard and saw Caius and Tinton didn't go so well.
So are we at the bottom now? Where the bridge is?
Yeah, you're now just at the bottom of the slope, just before this huge bridge.
Oh, the pricing was
The
right.
bridge is probably about 10 feet above the sigil, and the dragon's like platform is at the same level as the bridge.
So
What do you?
Oh, it's under there.
Oh,
he's looking for his dice tray.
This
I
is
just-
cursed.
Yeah, I just rolled 2 horrible rolls.
no.
Huh, maybe it's not cursed.
So anyway,
What were you rolling?
No,
just trying to see what it's supposed to look like. So we're down here now. Like, hey, if we hide, I can try to speak to one of these.
Is anything to hide behind?
Like rocks or anything? And where we at?
There is no rocks
That looks
anywhere to be seen. at the
Pretty
moment.
open.
There's some big holes.
I mean, like
the
behind us?
heat, right? The heat. No, there's like a shale slope with just
Oh.
pebbles.
Then
And
there's
the
like-
heat is like insanely hot right now. It's ridiculous. Like you guys feel like you. It's like it's super uncomfortable. But it's like 10 degrees hotter than the hottest Dallas day.
Can you give me
I don't
an
even know
aid?
what Dallas
No,
is.
he should. He's trying.
Oh, okay. Can
No.
you walk forward? Everybody put away their weapons.
Okay. I walk up to the ledge
So that means shut your brain off as well.
and
So you're already good.
I take out my
That brain is
torch
good.
from my backpack first.
How do you get a torch?
Huh?
Okay.
Listen. And I just eat it into the fire, into the lava to see what happens.
It hits the sigil and just floats like on the sigil. It doesn't touch the lava at all.
Oh.
And then the dragon just goes.
Alright, so dragon's laughing at us, so maybe it understands common. So Azul.
We are here for the
Oh
trial.
no, we are not letting you talk.
I
So-
just yelled it. What you mean?
God, shut up! If anyone's gonna talk, it's gonna be either Tintin
Or me.
or Azul.
You really don't understand how good I am at persuasion.
I already yelled.
I want
Hello,
food.
dragon.
Yeah, he already yelled Yellow
Yeah.
Dragon, so we gotta go work that out.
The dragon like lazily lifts its head up and looks at you and says, "Yes, I understand common. Though me, dragon, stupid, me no speaky common well.
Are you
Idiots."
playing with us?
Okay, ignore this one. He's not bright like you were mocking us for. We are here for a trial, Sir Dragon. We don't want anything you're by. We don't want that gold, those armors, that meat. That's all you, buddy. That's all you. We just want to walk past you.
So, Father has sent some more morsels.
Morsels?
So, how do you plan to plant this seed, young druid? And he looks straight at you.
Well, clearly I can't actually throw it down there, so I saw you being able to go through the seal and touch the lava. So I kindly ask you to take this egg and put it in the lava for me.
What's in it for me?
The wild mother will be very, very happy. I will also be very,
She's
grateful.
not my mother.
I know, but how am I supposed to know?
As he drinks his beer in front of you.
as he sips a glass filled with lava.
Dragon, what do you desire from us adventurers, and what do you normally require?
Well, that one looks a bit meaty.
Which one?
Wouldn't mind.
The one with the runes?
Yeah, there's a lot of meat on that, but I do prefer the
Caius,
taste
how do you
of-
feel like being a snack?
Oh, let's not get Caius mad and get us all killed.
I'm kidding, Caius. I wouldn't let you.
So are you all druids, or
Uh,
are you like a traveling group of minstrels, or
Minstrel.
maybe you are?
What's our team name?
Huh?
Azul, what is our team name?
We are.
Tigres Cadre.
Yeah, that.
wait, when did this happen?
Huh? What?
Fantasia?
We
Shut
already
up.
had this
Not now.
conversation.
I'd like to call you the 5 flippant fools.
I like that.
He's a smart
5
man.
FF.
He's got it. Smart dragon. I love it.
Oh, pass.
Oh God, Caius, stop.
Alright, what can Mr. Dragon, or what is your name actually? I would like to address
My name is Torgal.
Torgoth.
They call me Torgal the Lazy.
Okay.
I believe they're rude to call you so.
Well, I
That's just
think
me.
it's quite fitting.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
is.
move from here in 50 years.
Ooh, Mr. Torgoth.
Delightfully temperature, don't you think?
It's
toasty. A bit, just a bit much for me.
I whispered to Doc. Why are we allowing them to talk?
Because y'all ain't saying
They've
nothing.
been quite amusing so far.
So why haven't you moved in 50 years? Like,
Well, I'm comfortable.
I can understand. that.
Plus, not getting any younger.
Don't you want to see the world, see what's out there?
No, I saw it a while ago with father, and it was okay, I guess. But nowadays, you've got this silly realm of fire thing. I don't know. This sigil here protects the area from the entrance to the primeval fire realm. This lava is a byproduct of the rift that is slightly just below. And something about, I don't know, Father, it was that time when that village they pissed me off, and I just thought it would be funny to, just burn a couple of houses down, but they didn't think it was funny, and Father put me here for 50 years as punishment, and it wasn't my fault, but whatever, it's noble work, is what he said.
So you're here because your father pushed you.
So you're basically grounded.
No, I could leave whenever I want,
Oh, okay.
but I'm respectful, and that's why I'm here.
That is great. We are trying to leave you this egg.
I don't want an egg.
Yeah, they told us you do.
I mean, your dad
It
said.
helps you protect this realm, the siege out.
Which you're supposed to be doing for them.
Yeah. If Daddy said so.
Remember,
you wanna be
you
respectful.
are a good person and respectful. We understand.
Look, just stop being so patronizing.
Okay.
Come on now.
I wasn't being patronizing. I was literally just saying.
I wasn't bored yesterday.
Dad said.
No, clearly not.
Clearly, you've been here 50 years. So,
Exactly.
Wait, so if you've been put away for 50 years and it's been 50 years.
I am here of my own choice, out of respect. No one made me go here, thank you very much. And you see him snort big plumes of gas from his nostrils.
Has anything that came out of here before? No?
A few times.
Really? If
Mostly
you-
when someone puts the egg in.
what?
Oh, whoops.
Well, can you put this egg in?
Hold up. Before that continues, Tintin, what comes out when the egg goes in?
All kinds of things. It's like a it's like a little roulette.
Okay.
And the interesting thing is that as part of the ritual, I am not allowed to interfere. I have to place the egg into the lava, and the reason why it is a trial of a group is that you must face whatever comes out.
No. Okay.
So far, maybe only 50% have died.
Oh, that's
It's a small
Good
percentage.
odds, if you ask me.
pretty good odds.
I mean,
So did you watch the other dude who came here by himself, do it by himself?
Oh, yes, I did.
Dude sound disappointed.
Well, he was weird. Didn't really like that one, but
How
he
did he
did
look?
what was needed. Young man, early 30s, I would say, male. Seemed capable. Very capable, in
A
fact.
man? Like, was he a human?
Oh, got something. I have to look back at the notes.
I'm sorry. My guy's
He's a
very
dude.
interesting.
She's a dude.
Human with a bit of elf there, I think.
He looking like a man.
A bit skinnier, pointy-ish ears, but not, elf pointy, but pointy.
Like mine?
So,
No, that not fishy is. That's no. Yours were more elaborate.
moist.
Okay.
it's like elf.
What else did you know about this guy?
He was very quiet, quite respectful. Only a few salamander came out, so he dispatched them quite quickly, and the ritual was over very simply.
What kind of magic did he use, or powers, or anything? Fists? Sword?
Well, he used a sword and cast a few basic spells. I think seemed quite rudimentary to me, but then again, some of the more powerful, they said powerful spells seemed rudimentary to me. So I don't know. It just seemed like a capable fighter. I mean, what came out wasn't particularly dangerous, so I couldn't tell you for certain. But he passed the trials, so he was capable enough.
Are you up?
Other than salamanders, what have you seen come out?
We could
Oh, plenty of things.
Nice.
On the more fun side, Fire Giant, that was good.
Nice.
He dispatched that group very quickly.
Ouch.
What else have I seen? Once in the past, before my time, I know that Father has fought a couple of Ifrit, and a number of more powerful fire demons, or fire creatures, but that was before my time.
Okay, I have a couple more questions. And
Of
then
course,
I'm
I'm
ready.
here all year.
Okay, so, seem like a very nice guy. Thank you.
Thank you.
These questions. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Isn't this a bit warm for you, Fishman?
I adapt.
Clearly.
I adapt very well to weather.
Well, okay. Well, that's fine then, because it looks like you're a bit dry. It's a bit dry.
You got some water?
He's not the more.
Does it look like I have some water?
I mean, you said I'm dry.
I'm just making an observation.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm a very astute dragon.
Yes, I appreciate you.
I'm assuming it's been 10 minutes.
Did it
or no?
feel?
Hold on.
10 minutes?
Has it been 10 minutes?
You've probably been talking for at least 10 minutes.
Shit. Alright, levitate drops.
Did you?
Yeah, as you touch the floor, it's really warm.
Can you go ahead and handle the egg while I'm asking this question so we can get on out of here? When he was fighting, did it seem like he was used to it, like new, not new to him when he came to the trial, like he'd done this before?
Well, I think anyone who does this trial probably has some capability in fighting. I mean, on your way here, did you or did you not have to fight and kill
No,
creatures?
I'm saying, did it
You
feel
didn't have
like
to
he's
kill.
been here before?
Oh, here.
Yes. Did it feel like his
I-
atmosphere feel like he has been here before?
Pretty
He seemed. Roll. Actually, I'm gonna roll for the dragon, which is good because they're super intelligent. Okay. I hadn't really thought about it, but now that you say it, not here, but he did seem familiar with the trial process, and the seed itself seemed, as you were asking, do I throw it in? He seemed very clear that he knew what to do and to pass it to me to begin the ritual, yes.
Okay, I have.
What makes you ask this?
Because I talked to your father. We had a cloak, werewolf cloak, that basically if you put it on, it's somebody embedded in that pelt. And he takes over your body. I feel like he may be one of the 9 or 12.
12 what? Wolves. Werewolves.
No, 12.
Is this, no?
That's all I'm saying.
Is it charades?
Yeah, 12 of them.
I like charades.
It was 12 original
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Yes.
Some 12 dinosaurs?
12 dinosaurs?
Mermaids.
I haven't seen dinosaurs in centuries.
Damn, I forgot what he said. The 12.
It was 12 werewolves.
Those werewolves.
10.
No, they had a name.
No,
No,
Lichen?
it wasn't.
no, I had it. I wrote it down, but I can't find it.
Glutton, tactician.
There was Dreth.
Yeah, I remember Jeff.
Souls to the pelts. One of the original 12 werewolves. I just have 12 werewolves written.
Known as the 12. That's all I have written.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, the 12 is what they're called.
Okay. Did you know anything about the 12?
The 12 what?
The 12. The ones
12.
that have the pills. The 12 pills. It's some
The
good,
12
some bad.
pills. Is it a game?
God dang.
No, it's.
Tintin, I think
12
it's
pills.
enough.
I know, but just give them the egg.
I
throw it in,
know,
think
I
what happened,
slowly start
and then I was
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Dragon, can I give you the egg?
Yes.
Sure. I go.
I mean, it's a seed. It just looks like an egg. Anyway, but yes, he like takes it with his huge claws, just ding, on the top, and he handles it very delicately. He says, "Now, when I place the egg into the lava, this is to strengthen the sigil. You see here, all of you see the sigil.
Yes.
Indeed.
Are you ready
No.
to fight whatever comes out?
where can
Are
we
you
stand by
rested?
you?
Are you here? If you like, but I can't help you.
We can rest.
But
If
What?
you like, you can rest.
This is hard to you. You know, after a while, this
Hold
is
on.
going to be
We
even
can-
more tiresome.
We can climb back up.
I got a
And
perfect
take a rest.
question here.
I would appreciate the company, a discussion, maybe some games. It's been a while.
Do you have a cool spot that we can see?
I can cast a few small spells to help cool the area, but not near me, if that's okay.
Yes.
Somewhere on this.
Yeah,
page.
we'll be over here on the
Yeah.
other side. Just go find with us.
He just like incants something in the air with his hands, and the air like around you cools in like a bubble around you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Has anything ever come out like just angry, super angry? They were by you, and it just ran right at you, and you had to retaliate.
I mean, a few things every now and again. Those giants tried to attack me after. Didn't go well for them. Nothing that comes out of here is a particular concern to me unless a very large number came out, and the sigil would have to be completely obliterated for this. I'm quite powerful.
Is this your natural form?
What do you mean?
Are you?
Am I not beautiful?
No, you are.
Thank you.
You're very. I just want to know if
This is your final form. That's what he wanted to know.
because you said your dad.
Well, I mean, for a dragon, I guess I would be considered I'm basically adult. We dragons live for many, many more years, and the longer we live, the more powerful we become, so I believe I could become more powerful if my father would let me experience more of the world.
Hold on.
But, he's been around a lot longer than I have.
Bronze.
So are we taking a rest or not?
Hard to look at.
Long rest?
Yo, Azul. What was the name of that pirate we were with? He was bronze, he was hard to look at, and he was a dragonborn.
Was he bronze?
I think he was silver.
Silver. I thought it was silver. Yeah.
He.
Silver fang or something. Or silver
Spear.
spear. Yeah.
Dang, I was thinking they might have been related. Now it feels racist.
It's a bit racist, yes. Dragons are all, to some extent, connected, if that is what you are asking.
I'm taking that.
Dragonborn are creatures of which the ancient dragons help bring into the world. So they are, to us, how maybe a small demon is to you, young tiefling. Except good. Demon's bad, tiefling's good, dragons good, dragonsborn's good, also good. So similar but not the same. But some dragons bad.
She's not frightened.
In general, the best way to look at it is if the dragon, like myself, is of metallic skin. So for myself, bronze, a beautiful bronze, probably the most beautiful of all colors.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
We have a tendency to be just and good and just generally better than everything in the world. Whereas these disgusting, non-metallic, chromatic dragons have become jaded and angry over the time. What I would call dicks.
So we have an issue that's going on out there, which you're not out there right now, of worms popping up a lot more.
Oh, a story.
Yes.
Is there a story?
I'll let Kai tell a story. But I'm just saying that they're popping up a lot more. Have you heard anything? Any tremors in your mind telling you to find the mother, kill people?
Every day. I'm joking! No, I sleep most of the time. I dream of lady dragons, some very nice lady dragons. Sometimes I revert to my human form, to just, walking around. It feels bigger when I'm smaller. In general, nothing, but I'd love to hear this story. Is it a story of passion,
Hey,
war?
she turned into human form. I wonder what that
I just about to say that.
Okay, you tell me a good story, and I might turn into my human form. But you be ready. I know that you will find my form ravishingly attractive.
Zoo, you like to
Fantastic,
tell.
I like you.
You like to
What?
tell stories.
What? Telling stories.
I like how Tintin just said Caius will tell it, and he just
Whoa.
puts it off on you.
No.
Telling stories of what's been happening.
Please tell me a story. And he like
About-
sits down, like
about
Yana
the
sits
worm.
down with his hands crossed, and he just nestles down and looks at you super closely.
Okay. So,
Hey, why you telling that story? I'm taking a nap.
I guess you want me to go through that for real, or do we just say I'm sitting
Roll
there talking to
a
him?
quick performance check as to how well you tell this story.
Natural 20. I just make us feel so fucking epic as hell.
You do it, and then a few of the group start doing acting out I am the lizard. The thing is that power.
I'm like, we go in, we're beating all this carnage, we get this world, we fighting, slapping lizards and all over the place. It's crazy. He's good. And they go in there, he's beat with an egg and he runs away. Because he's so afraid of us. Exactly. He knows our power. We get on his ship, we are fucking up worms on the sea.
Because they're making so much noise, so he started, whatever, I'm being too bad here.
And he killed a man in cold blood by accident.
I just got these gloves.
Power.
But
I've been there. You don't need to explain.
I accidentally killed some fairies.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't going to bring that
When
up in
did
the
you
story.
kill some fairies? No, I'm not getting there. Messed with the fae a few times in my life. Never again. Well, that's what they say every time. Never again. But then something happens and the fae are rust off.
So how do I apologize to you?
I was going to leave that out, but okay.
Honestly, it really depends.
He's been here for years. I need to know because when I see someone, I want to apologize.
Well, first of all, do you or do you not speak Sylvan?
I do not.
Probably a bit of an issue there. Most Fae do not speak anything but Sylvan, and if you do speak Common to them, they will find that incredibly insulting. I once tried to speak Draconic to a Fae. Believe you me, he did not live long. Small little bugger, straight at me. I had to eat him immediately. Tasted disgusting as well. But then, seems like that you piss off one, you piss off them all, and then they come and get you. And my father had to go and speak to someone, and supposedly they're still angry. But I didn't know that he was a prince.
Oh God.
So anyway, my advice to you is think about a good bribe or something. Really depends. How many did you kill? Okay, more than one. Got you. Well,
Like 2 or 3.
It was
Oh,
2
no.
or 3.
Oh, no.
It was 4.
No.
4.
No.
So I'm assuming 6.
And then
I hit 3
there were
of them.
6.
Is
The other 2 were murdered by Shinyan.
The druid. Oh wow. Okay. Well,
I swear to God, I am going to actually kill you one day. You just literally just don't know when to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Can we just cast a spell? Dragon, do you know any spells?
Torgal is my
Sorry,
name.
Torgal.
Dragon.
He just straight up went
Sorry,
off.
human.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
You can always just
Zinton was
push
one.
her into the lava.
I went to sleep. Now I went to sleep.
He's the one who brought up murdering fairies for no reason when this story was about the worm.
Well, listen.
Hold on.
That was a good addition to the story, but the story was fantastic.
Human? Or your
Huh?
your
Human.
human?
I fucked up.
He is right. It was a good story.
I have a couple.
Okay.
I've got orc,
Oh.
human.
Oh. So
I
you
can-
could just switch it out.
I could do Triton as well, but it looked just like him because I've never seen another one. So, well, not for a long time. So
Like me?
That's a down.
maybe I'm not sure I could get the hair effect.
Don't do him.
Please
do
don't.
what you feel that's your favorite one.
Okay, and he immediately you see like a congeal of light around him, and standing before you is like a young, handsome, almost like Arabic looking guy with like a very pointed beard and a curly mustache. The equivalent of his big long tendrils that he had hanging down from his own like snout. And he says, "This is the form I normally take when I mingle with humans."
Last thing.
I'm still
How many
myself
questions in time?
Last thing.
Sounds like a
I
zoo.
apologize. Can you
Yeah.
turn to the guy who finished it all by himself?
He was in that village.
Yes, I mean, you could probably just ask where he is. I believe he resides in the Druid village.
Okay.
Look, man, do not worry about him without a light of fire. If you want to chill, I'm about to chill, and then
I
I'm going to pass
I
out.
wish that affected me in any way.
Yeah,
I can smoke it anyway. It looks really cool.
I'm pretty sure.
So if you don't mind, but I'll be wasting it.
Do he see the thing on the sign after I said kill the fairies? Did he see the thing?
Did you put
he does.
you
Azul
put it in
never
the
put
bag,
it
right?
away. He
It's
didn't
in
want
my
to put
bag.
it in the
it's
bag.
in your bag.
It's not.
Well, how
it
big
can't
is
fit
big?
in
It's
your-
a big old
It would be
staff.
like pushed down between your bag on your back. It's like a.
It's in my cake.
It's a
Not
large.
like
Yeah, so he has a big.
So yeah, nothing. I mean, he wouldn't see it unless
Okay.
it just looks like a staff to him. He wouldn't notice it. otherwise.
I'm going to pull that out when I sit
Oh,
down
God.
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I just asked because we was talking about killing the fairies, so he might go, oh.
Alright, so this doesn't work for you.
I mean, it looks really cool.
Okay,
But,
it's okay.
Most of the time, it just burns before it gets to my lips. So
Makes
fire's
sense.
kind of my thing,
Makes sense.
as you may have guessed.
Yes, it's a little. So I go and I sit down over there with everyone, and I take time to look at the damn object that I.
So his human form like walks across the bridge and comes and sits down with your group, and he's like, "Oh,
What is this? I don't know.
What
Trust
is
me.
that?
I am trying to figure out myself.
I took it out the ground because I saw
did
something
you find
moving.
it? Did
I
you find
wanted
it
to-
here? Anywhere near?"
It just
It was
found
with
it
the
on the
Fae.
way.
It was with the
What?
Fae. It was what
Oh.
the Fae were murdered about.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna
Did you
lie.
Did you steal this from the Fae?
I saw it going.
It was
going
there.
on. I don't think it was stolen. I think it was trying to. It was trying to like
I don't
go
think it was
underground. So I was saving it.
Okay, let me
From that.
just tell you one thing about the Fae. It doesn't really matter what the fuck you think happens. Was it or was it not in the Fae's area?
They were
Yes, it
flying
was.
around it.
So you stole from the Fae.
I guess.
If that's what the Fae believe,
Well,
then yes.
This is probably the easiest trial you're going to have in the next few years, that's for sure. But that looks fantastic.
And
Maybe it was worth it.
I don't know. I'm trying to study it.
I just grabbed it, gave it to him
Are you
because
good
it was
like figuring out things?
I am not, no. I have not very good at figuring out things. I'm really good at killing things, fighting, pretty good at, some cantrips and magical seals, as you can see. I haven't yet had the chance to learn more about the human or history of the world. At least not for the last
I was
50
smoking my
years.
fire and paying attention to it. Trying to look at it and figure out.
10 ton. Killing the Fae might be the least of their worries. You killing the Fae.
oh god.
So yeah, I think
Yeah,
my time was-
Torgal looks at Caius and is like, listen, my little friend,
Something that I never thought.
when dealing with the Fae, it pays to be smart, not strong.
No, I'm saying they're gonna come after us more because of the object than them killing the Fae.
Oh god.
You just don't know which things they value more. Mostly objects, yes, they value a lot more than life, but it really depends. I killed a prince, I didn't even know it. They all, this is going to sound very racist, but they all look the same. Especially when you're very, very big and they're very, very small.
My God.
I'm going to sleep. So yeah, I just spend my time on.
So
Long rest.
all I know.
So you actually sleep for a full 8 hours?
Yeah.
Are you going to have like shifts or anything, or are you
No.
just...
Man, we
You
got a
just wanna chill.
dragon right here.
I mean, the dragon keeps groups of you up over time, just talking to you about random shit because he's just really been bored and just wants someone to talk to. But you managed to get through a pretty
I give him
decent.
more
like,
sea
sleep.
ship stories of the Proteus.
Yeah, he loves the stories. Actually, when you start talking about the pirates and the reef, the flaming reef, he says, so I've heard a little trick about that reef.
I like to know.
My father once said to a sailor something about follow where the smoke is densest and do not waver no matter what. This is, I think he said the Pirate's Causeway or something like this it was called.
Pirates, what way?
Pirate's Causeway. It's like a path the pirates use to navigate the reef. I don't
Okay,
remember
okay.
entirely, but I've heard that the reef is very dangerous. In fact, a number of times while I was traveling with my father, we have had to rescue people from the reef, pirates or humans or anyone really who is in need. But the pirates themselves seem to have an easier time as they travel through the reef, and they do seem to sail where there is most steam coming from water.
Okay. That is good to know.
Okay, so
What is
you
this?
guys get
What is
these.
this thing that I got?
Okay, so roll a quick Arcana check.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'll tell him about this one.
8.
Well, when she's asleep,
Yeah.
he's like, she sounds so fucked up. She's rather over talkative. I don't know why she told me that you killed a whole load of Fae. That really seems kind of dumb.
So my question is, you know anybody that can open?
You brought it.
Can you let her regulate what happened to her?
I don't want anywhere near that money.
Oh, actually.
He brought it up.
You did bring it
I
up.
brought up shit.
You did bring up killing the Fae.
Sorry. I apologize for my inaccuracy.
Oh, 8.
she's crazy anyway. So.
8.
Yeah.
She did it.
Okay, what
I'm
are
too
you
hot.
what are you doing?
I was trying to tune to this weapon or figure out what it is, or
So what are you doing with it?
I don't know. It looked like a pipe.
It's a very long pipe.
Travis.
So what do you do?
Suck on it.
So when you actually
He's like
when you
walking
inspect
the smell.
when you inspect the item, it's like a long, like it almost looks like it's made of some kind of stone, and it's almost like a hollow tube, almost like a deep ocean vent, and it is like the top is like every now and again like poofs out like a really like densely thick blob of smoke, like almost like a block of smoke. Like almost like smog coming out of it.
Oh.
It's not, and it
That's not
disperses.
white smoke.
It disperses pretty quickly. It's definitely like a dark black grey looking smoke. And you definitely get, if you're wafting it, like you definitely get the sense that there's definitely a similarity between Phi and this smoke that's coming out of this thing. And if you look all the way down it seems to have like almost like scratches and like runes almost like scratched in it all the way along it, and as you inspect it more and more, there's like more and more like really tiny intricate runes all the way down this it's pretty much like a quarterstaff size, so it's probably about 5 feet tall.
Oh, never mind.
So it's quite tall. Yeah, so that's what you see.
And it just smoking by
It just
itself.
every now and again,
every now and then.
and then like and a minute later, like out of the top of it. If you're walking along and the wind is blowing, you almost wouldn't notice. But as you're there, it's like starting to, and then like again, it does like hang, but it seems super dense around that area.
And it's just like a quarter staff with this piece up top that keeps coming out.
It's almost like it's like a tube. It's like a pipe, basically a huge long metal pipe almost. And it seems almost hollow all the way through. You can't quite see all the way through it. You don't know.
Feel like I can smoke.
You rolled an 8.
Yeah.
So
but that was Arcana check.
you have no idea. So you want to do a intelligence check?
No, it's gonna be just as bad.
Might want
Let's go.
to ask someone like Che, who's more
11.
Arcana prone.
Whatever you decide.
This is too long to actually smoke. I don't know.
You just
He sits it on the ground and I try to smoke with
do
him.
it as a
So you just.
Try to see if anything happens.
So how exactly? Describe how you're smoking.
Like-
Are you
like a
literally
hookah.
like a hookah. You're like,
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
This is great. He's smoking something. We don't know what the hell it is.
He's sleeping.
the dragon's just like.
Hey, check. This is what. Alright, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works.
Let's see.
Oh goodness. What's about to happen to us?
Then I was gonna say, I'll tell the dragon to try. Why not? It don't phase you. Might as well see what happens.
You just killed Torgal.
Just dip his finger into the hole, throw his piece in and run.
Wait, on what? Oh, wait.
Yeah, he's going to be Curious George.
Okay, so as you, thankfully that's literally what you need to do to attune to it. So as you inhale, it just like loads a whole way more smoke in and just like fills your lungs and you black out. No, you just immediately black out, and as you black out, you just get these flashes through your mind of like a massive battlefield of war and of fae folk and demons just fighting and slaughtering each other left and right. There's these huge like fairy dragons flying through the sky and clashing with gigantic demons. And as one of the fairy dragons clashes, its tooth spins off and falls down into the ground and like wedges into the ground, and then over time you see like the grass growing up and the tooth like whittling away and thinning away just to the central like nervous piece of the tooth itself, and all around where the tooth landed, like roots and trees start to grow up and things start to grow, and then slowly over time Phi starts to grow all around that area, and when you like come to about 30 minutes later, the dragon is like, you know, like blowing like hot puffs of air into your face to try and wake you up, and you wake up and he's like, holy shit,
You might want
that
to
looks
try
like
it.
a big that might work on me, but I don't think it will.
It's stoned.
She needs to publish
It's
this.
stoned or get stoned. Basically.
Wait a minute, I gotta
Because we'll just have some Nam flashbacks.
pretty much.
Smoke for peace. Smoke for peace. Start getting them hippie vibes.
Why are we even fighting?
Yeah, exactly.
Pirates!
Okay, so as you wake up, two things. Number one, you know that the dragon that this tooth belonged to was called Old Smoky.
Oh, wait. It was a dragon's tooth.
Yeah, that's what he
It's a
said.
Fairy dragon.
a fairy
Yeah.
dragon's tooth.
Alright.
Well, it's like the nerve of a fairy dragon's tooth,
Okay.
and it was called Old Smoky. And second of all, you now know how to speak Sylvan.
What the hell? I'll take that. Wow.
And you can search on D&D Beyond Old Smoky. You should go to find the item and find out what it does.
Oh, that's the name of the item.
Yeah.
That's what I called it. You can call it whatever you want. but
Okay, cool. Noise. Wait, how would I find that on D&D?
You should just go to, when you add an item, just search it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
There's
alright.
two Old Smokies. It's the one that has stuff, data on it, not the one that has nothing on it.
Okay.
On top of
I don't know how to actually
I mean,
delete that one.
you have to go back. If you updated it, you would go back into it, and then should be removed from my collection. Should be on the side.
Remove from collection.
Yeah, on the old one.
Good. I won't tell you what it does because some of the things it does fucks over other people. So
That's cool.
thought that works well for.
Works well for how we constantly do that.
Alright.
Anyway.
So, I mean,
Did you find it?
I pass out. No?
Yeah. So then after that, you go to sleep, and yeah, even when you sleep, your dreams are fraught with like memories of
yeah.
this.
Just type in old and shit pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, your dreams are filled with memories of this ancient fey dragon, and its time in the Feywilds.
Alright.
And it lived probably thousands and thousands of years ago.
Gotcha.
I'm scared. I don't know what it does.
I took some of the stuff you gave me
Oh.
and then added some of the stuff.
So when you went
I
to
think.
equipment,
Oh,
you just
God,
hit add
even
items?
worse.
Add items and
Yeah, go
filter.
to equipment.
Alright.
Okay, so the next morning, well, not the next morning, about 8 hours later, you guys come to. It really has not a lot of time had passed, so you're still in the same day that you left, and you left early in the morning. And you feel like revitalized, and Torgal says, so I will quickly revert to my normal form. This form is a little weaker, and let me know when you are ready for me to start the ritual. I'm just going to quickly get another drink.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Manage.
Everybody get where you need to be.
I'm going to ready
And then, it'll be right there.
It doesn't show.
It doesn't show up?
my water bottle.
It's already gonna show up on mine.
I am going to
Let me see your watch.
spark.
Yep. So everybody go ahead and do your full health.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get ready for the
I
fight.
think I know what it might be. Oh, this is a laptop. Sitting here trying to flip the screen.
Yeah, trying to see why it's not showing up on
Well, I
mine.
think I
I just want to see
why.
Michael's reaction to the item.
I'm scared that you put some of my stuff in there, so I don't know what you put in there.
Well,
but I
the
know
stuff you gave me, some. Do you want which one?
because I know some of it
Pineapple.
was quite terrible for the party. Yeah, I saw what it was. You didn't have
I like both.
you didn't have the content on. He doesn't have one.
Some of the stuff.
I'll take it then.
The thing you
I
gave
know
me
what
was
you
way
mean.
beyond
Yeah, just
legendary.
turn
That's
it
the
on.
problem. Bernard. I was like, it can't do this. Like, it
Yeah, I
can't
figured.
increase everyone his stats by 5. Like, that's what the fuck?
It's the
Literally, like, you smoke it, you are a god.
it was all the dangerous stuff that I put in. And then when you said you put some
that's
of
too
that,
complicated. I
Thank you.
I did do some stuff like that,
Okay.
but it's not quite as dangerous.
All right, I put on. We did long rest.
Yeah, so you guys get a full rest, and actually you have a very good sleep, basically. And yeah, Torgal moves back across. He reverts back into his huge dragon form, and he lets you know that he's going to begin a ritual. And he says,
Torgal,
"Yes."
before you begin, I say thank you. And whenever you
Thank
decide to leave here, you know, sometimes we should meet up.
I would love that. Hear more of your stories. If you could maybe let Father know how helpful and friendly I was,
Yes, sir.
I would like that.
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank you. Now, when I start this ritual, I will not be able to help. Initially, because I literally cannot help, and secondarily, because no matter what, I am not allowed to help you.
You can be
So-
a member of our party.
I cannot do this.
Yes.
Father would be very angry. And whilst I would not like to see you perish, I hope you understand that if you do, I will eat your corpses out of respect.
Okay. Well, you won't have to do that, but okay.
Right.
Okay.
You prefer to be sent to another plane, but you know, I guess
I can't do that. That's crazy.
Oh.
You're a little bit crazy. You should probably have that looked at.
I feel like everyone's calling me crazy lately.
That's because you're kind of crazy.
It's
You're quite crazy.
apparent. Your dad said if I do this, I'll get to see my dream. So
Well, he's a braver man than I am.
I mean, this is the one who brought it up. I mean, they're not going to see anything useful, but they say I'm just cuckoo. I'm not crazy.
Well, of the many tiefling I have met in my time, I would say you're slightly above average crazy for a tiefling. You're kind of all a little bit high strung, let's say. Did you get it?
Yeah, nice.
You came to water?
Oh, by the way, it's a +2 quarterstaff. I don't know if I put that in there.
Like if I
it
hit
shows-
somebody.
it's a +2 weapon, yeah.
If I hit somebody.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really affect you all that much. That's why it's +2. But like, it is a +2 quarterstaff.
Okay.
You free?
Everybody in the position you need to be.
I put on Mark.
I'll put me in
Cool, cast basking.
where he is.
Now I cannot guarantee what come out. It might be a salamander, in which one of you could probably kill with a kick. It might be a fire giant. It might be a djinn. I hope it's not a djinn. They are really annoying and they taste disgusting.
Understood. I got my water thing aimed like.
Or
at
your
this
flask of
area.
endless water.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, hold something.
All right.
Okay, so you
And I hold. I'm preparing and ready for
Crap. I
I'm
can't.
preparing geyser.
a scorching ray.
oh, from the flask.
For ones I can't hold sound.
Scorching ray. No. Does it come exactly from the sigil?
Somewhere in the area, they.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't know what it is. If
I know
it's
it's
a
scorching
djinn,
ray.
they can apparate in the air. Salamanders will likely come from the lava. It really depends.
Scorching ray level 2. And Caius is just. I mean, he can't hold rage, so
yeah, just
he has to
ready
wait.
and attack.
He's ready for rage, but
Well, he doesn't have to ready anything. He just he just say. You just have to roll. I mean, yeah.
What weapon he has out?
Thomas, where are you?
Sir, I'm right here.
What weapon
I'm
he
right
has
here.
out?
For him, just Demon Spine. I think makes the most sense.
Yeah.
It's the best all round that he has.
There, would it still hit Caius?
Rick, you stand there. Why are you tapping it? Just put it.
I'm trying to see where I want to be. Cause I want to be at an angle, so if it is something, I can try to blow him off.
Trying to see, because it's a cone. See where We're skinny and wide.
All right, y'all ready?
Okay.
No, I can't.
So
write that.
he
Don't
begins
kill
like a low, like rumbling chant
Alright.
using his super deep dragon voice, which I can't do. So it's okay.
already my
It's
class.
I can't do the it's like throat charming way. And the sigil like fades slightly. It doesn't go away completely, but it fades. And he reaches down and he puts the egg and his whole claw into the lava. And then like you see his eyes like glaze over and he goes into like a deep trance. And at the moment nothing happens. What do you guys want?
I'll look around in the area to see if anything's
Okay,
going
make a
on.
quick perception check.
I levitate.
19.
19? Yeah, you see the lava bubbling in areas and like steam.
What's my levitate piece?
Oh.
My levitate piece.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess this is what I can do since I.
And then
Yeah, I'm not in a spot.
so as you're looking around, you notice in the corner of the sigil on this right side, two small. What should I use?
Lizard folk.
Ooh, can I cast motivational
Yeah.
speech before they start?
I'll use these two things because they're kind of cool. Two little. Can you just put them right at the edge there?
Right here.
No, like in the lava on the far end, just on the edge of the thing. Yeah, perfect. Two small, like almost like wispy creatures start to just appear out of the lava. What do you want to do?
Do I recognize what they are?
That would, if you are holding an action,
Yep, I'm
like an
shooting.
attack,
Yeah.
you can't like try to recognize what they are. You either do the attack or you don't do the
I
attack. and you
do
try and
my
recognize.
scorching ray.
So you fire a scorching ray.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. If you want to do this would be your chance to do your held actions. If you want to do your held actions.
Probably
I
ain't
want to do
shit.
my held actions, but they gotta be 30 feet away. So right when they get 30 feet away, I'm doing.
Okay, so currently you're holding.
Oh, mine
Are they
is.
So-
within 60 feet of me?
No, that
No.
I'd say they're about 100
Okay. Then I don't do
100 feet
anything.
or so.
And I'd like to make my perception roll then to see
Okay.
what they are.
Well,
Well, you'd be rolling probably a history check.
History check?
You were at an elemental. No, it was Rick was at an elemental portal before. So you would do it with a disadvantage because you're in the ice. You would have
Yeah.
probably never ever seen one of these.
Probably did.
10.
Yeah, you have no idea. It looks like a strange little like bubbly, gassy goblin, basically.
yeah, I'll shoot. I mean, I know it's probably not
Okay,
working,
fire it.
but I shoot scorching ray.
Roll a quick attack.
2 at this one and 1 at that one.
Okay.
That probably didn't do shit. 12.
Hits.
Oh shit. 14.
Hits. Opposite.
And the other one is 16.
Hits.
Alright,
Go ahead and roll the damage.
2d6, boy.
While I'm holding my action.
What type of damage?
Well, yeah, that is pretty stupid.
If you say the word
Yeah.
fire,
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that-
sure
yeah,
he
it
will.
does nothing at all to them.
Yeah.
You just see that it just seems to disappear into
Just
them.
in case, I was just there, you know.
Can I just look to
that was
the
dumb.
side to see if I see anything else coming?
Okay. Roll a quick perception check.
Then I go, oh shit.
8.
You see nothing at all. You just see these two little bobbly, weird things with like out of the.
You know what?
Is there any.
What are you doing?
I was gonna do motivational speech since we're all about to start this trial.
How long does that take?
Let's see, how long is the motivational
You
speech?
did that before. We
Because
started.
unless it's as a reaction or as a held action.
No,
roll
it's a-
initiative.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, I'd have to hold. I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
so let's roll initiative.
that's what I was. I hate.
21.
This is not going well.
This dice here, this heavy dice.
It's not going well for Fantasia or Tin Ton today.
It's not going well for Kai today, huh?
That's 14.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
21.
Ooh.
20 to 15.
15.
Okay.
14 for Kai's.
14 for Caius.
10 for me.
10 for Tintin.
Oh, that puts me last. 4.
4. Actually, it doesn't. It puts these things last.
What?
Oh.
Okay, so Azul, what do you want to do? You just fired off
Yeah,
a
I was
ton
like-
of rays of this thing, and it just went into them and just disappeared.
That
And you're like,
was-
those all hit.
That was probably really stupid.
You probably fired them up.
I might have.
They
And
tripped
so,
inside.
as much as I want to levitate, I drop it. And I cast haste on.
Oh, also one thing that I forgot. When the sigil dims, the room gets way hotter.
Oh.
So it's very hot in here now, like unbearably, almost painfully hot right now.
I'm actually worried about casting that
You
right now.
just let go of levitate. Yay.
That won't make a difference. It's just hot in the air.
Oh, okay.
I.
Oh, more
Well,
shit there.
they're still in lava, right? Instead, all right. How about this?
Yeah.
I keep my
There is no
levitate.
moisture.
I keep my levitate.
Dry. It's like you're in an oven right now.
There's nothing else I can do here. I'm trying to figure out what I can do.
Okay, 450 on 375.
Instead, I use Chaos Bolt. I use my Sorcerer's Ray level 2. Make my sorcerer points to shoot 2 of them Chaos Bolts at first level at both of them.
Okay, so you shoot 2 chaos bolts. That's the one that just random what the
Yes.
damage is. Oh
Yeah.
god.
So natural 18. That's fine.
Hits.
And the other one is natural 19. So
Okay.
Chaos Bolts, one here, one there. Let's see. That is, what is that, 2d8? Alright, force.
Hey.
Force damage and plus a d6. 1d6. Ew. 8 damage.
Total?
Yeah, for 1. The next one will be wow, really? Psychic
Okay.
and 12.
12. Yeah, the damage seems to go through no problem at all. The force one, you see it like form, like waver a little bit, and then the psychic one, you see it like shudder. And they definitely took damage. Chenya, it's your turn.
How far are they away still? They're still like 80 feet to 100.
It's about 100 feet from you, yeah.
I can't really do much. I will just continue holding my reaction once they get within 60 feet of Ice Knife.
Okay. So next up, I'm gonna do a quick thing. Sorry, this is... Okay, so how many attacks? 4. Okay.
Oh, I meant to say I wanted to do something beforehand, but that was my fault.
Actually, that was range.
Oh, come on. That's what I was talking about. About
Oh, nice. Okay. So, oh, it'd be Caius. So, Caius, his AC is not 19, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
16.
a strange like tendril shoots out of the lava and wraps around Caius's leg.
That's nice.
I don't like where this is going.
You don't need to do a save or anything about that?
No, it's just an attack.
Oh no.
Does 5 fire damage to him? Oh no, sorry, does 1 fire damage to him.
Okay.
And he is grappled
Okay.
By this like fire lava-y tendril that's like wrapped around his legs.
Oh no.
So it does 1.
1 fire damage to him. And then one's gonna go for Tinton. Tinton, a tendril like shoots out of the lava at you, and you just like jump to the side as it like as you dodge past it.
Oh, they got tentacles.
It's gonna shoot.
Yeah, I don't think
Actually, that's all because the others are actual.
Okay.
And it is going to okay
Oh no.
pull Caius
5, 10, 15, 20.
Ain't it-
25 feet.
Ain't it strength check?
Not according to this. Nope.
I
It pulls Caius 25 feet towards the edge of the bridge.
there's a sigil still. Oh,
Okay, Caius' turn.
He rages. And he does a strength check to get out of the tentacle.
Can't. You have to attack it.
well, get to smashing that tentacle.
Actually, no, you can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just try to break
you can
out.
try and escape. Yeah.
Yeah, so strength check, right?
Yeah.
And he gets advantage because he's in rage.
Oh wait.
Do you have to
He has
kill?
disadvantage on strength checks, so he has just a normal
Oh, that's
normal
So
check.
can it be attacked then?
Yeah, on a natural 1, so
Okay.
he just wasn't ready. He can still attack, right? He has the opportunity to like hit it.
Or like,
Well, I think to break it was your.
Yeah, strength check.
Yeah, I think that was your action. To
Yeah,
try and
he
get
gets
out
2
of the
attacks.
grapple.
He get a.
Yeah.
He still gets 2 attacks. Isn't it?
Yeah, but your action is to attack or to do something.
Yeah.
So you
So
can,
one.
you can either attack twice or you can try and break out of something. You can't break out of something and attack. The attack twice is part of your attack action. I'm pretty certain. I don't think you can do another 2 actions, one being an attack. You have to do 2 attacks or no attacks.
that sounds sad.
I'm almost certain of that.
I was trying to catch that real quick to see because it doesn't say. Oh, 2 attacks per action. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, 2 attacks. Oh.
2 attacks per action. So,
So it's kinda
he has only one
Yeah,
action.
that's fine.
It's kind of like how far away from him?
From what, the things?
Yeah.
Caius is probably about 60 feet from them.
Cool. All right, that's it. I guess because that's all.
But he's not being pulled in a line towards them. He's being pulled in a line towards somewhere in the middle of the bridge, like near to the, like basically. I'm just gonna put a thing.
Right, isn't it? Right.
Yeah,
So
just
something
put
else
it in the
is
lava
pulling.
just off the bridges. That's the direction he's being pulled towards. About there. Okay, what do you want to do?
Can we see like where the tentacle is coming from, or is it just coming from like under the bridge?
You can see that he is being pulled in that direction. If you want to like try and see if you can see something there, you'd have to make a perception check because it rolls super high on stealth. So
Okay, what y'all doing?
I don't want to say.
I was about to say
I'm about to
it's
throw
not-
shadow.
it's your turn. So
Yeah, I'm about to throw shadow. My guy is too far to do what he wanted to do, so he just want to throw shadow because at this point.
Oh, actually, also sorry.
And every time he throws shadow, he cries.
Caius takes another 1 fire damage at the end of his turn because he didn't break out. So throw shadow. Go throw it. You're throwing it at the little.
I'm throwing it in between the
weird little
little and
things.
where he is.
What's its
where
range?
he's getting pulled to.
What's its range? Shadow? What's the circumference?
60.
60 foot.
Yep.
Circle. Oh yeah, you definitely can hit both of those. All of those. Okay, so you just
Wait,
chuck a
hold on,
shadow
hold on,
into
hold
the.
on. Make sure I don't want to say this wrong.
I think it might be 20 feet. shadow?
10 feet radius.
Oh.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere.
If you put it right in the middle, it wouldn't hit either group actually. So you'd have to either put it. You either hit the two things or the area where you see him being pulled towards.
Okay, hold on then. Oh shoot, I pushed the wrong thing. Sorry, I had my water thing ready. I really wanted to do it, so I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. I apologize. Come on, D&D.
Oh, 60.
All right, I'll tell you which one I want to do.
Oh, Kai's still here. Oh, that's neat.
Are they on the lava, right?
They are like at the moment when you look at them, they're like floating just above the lava, like flying. Because they are flying creatures.
Wait, oh, they're flying. Oh.
Those two little things are, but they're like they look like little floaty goblin wispy things.
I gotta be in stormy conditions. All right, so
Yeah, it's not stormy conditions,
Yeah,
that's
no.
for sure.
that's why I'm not even going to go.
It's
So
like
what I'm about to
desert
do is, damn, everything I want to do, I can't do. Spiritual weapon.
Okay. Wait, let me get your spiritual. Oh, do you have your spiritual?
You know what? Fuck it. Shadow level 2 on the other ones at the very back.
Okay, so you throw a shadow straight at them.
You got 60 feet?
Yep. Oh, I gotta move 60 feet.
Yeah, move up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I'll throw a shadow on them.
Okay.
Level 2.
Klaus is like, oh, you come to help me, and you just ignore him. Shadow.
It's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing.
No.
They have to do a. Do they have to do it or do I have to roll? I forgot.
Don't you roll?
I think so. Shadow. Con saving. You gotta roll.
Probably not gonna be good for them. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh. Oh, okay. One rolls a 19, one rolls a 4.
Okay, 4 of that. And the 19 get half.
Okay.
Seven, 8. Only 9? I rolled 2 ones.
Oh, no, I see. So it's 9 damage for one and 4 damage for the other.
Yes.
You put them almost exactly the same health. Both of them get shattered by. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, okay, cool. You see it hit, and you're like, that's not quite enough. But when it hits them, they just evaporate instantly from the icy colds of, because it's like it's frost damage, right? Shatter.
Is it?
No, it's lightning damage.
Oh, never mind.
Wait, Shatter's been.
It just does damage.
Did not know that. It's been lightning this
I
whole
thought it was ice.
I did
But
too.
okay, yeah. So it hits them real hard. They both take a ton of damage, and but you see them just like still managing
thunder.
to waver there.
Yeah, they said lightning.
Okay,
It's thunder.
cool. So Fantasia, it's your turn.
Alright.
You know what you gonna do?
I probably accidentally said lightning.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shit.
That's my fault. I apologize for taking so long.
you
I had
it's
something
holding,
in
right?
my mind.
I was just holding.
It's
They
all
didn't
right.
get 60 feet yet. No. No, you're still holding.
Okay, yeah, they're both in range. I'm gonna cast motivational speech.
So
Alright.
what's the time of motivational speech? Is it an instant, an action, or is it a time? Does it have a time on it?
Oh wait, oh hex no. That's gonna take a while.
Yeah, it probably can't be done during combat.
No, yeah, it has to be done before combat. I will cast. That would put me too close to them. And I don't know where the temple boy is.
Yeah, so currently in front of you, Caius has like a big lava tendril wrapped around his legs, and he's being dragged towards the lava. And there's these two floating little goblin-y things like further off in the lava, or like floating above the lava. That's all you can see so far.
In that case. Well, to be safe then, because I don't know how weak they are, I will cast Cloud of Daggers at level 3 around them, since I don't know where Big Boy's at.
It's your cloud of daggers. Do you want to just put it, Thomas, can you just put
Yeah,
this between
Tom.
the two little bitches?
Probably
Yeah.
have to move up.
And what does cloud of daggers do?
60 feet. Fill the air with spitting daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side. Centered on the point you choose within range. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell for the first time.
What's the
Or
distance
starts
between
its
those two?
turn there.
Probably about 30 feet.
And when you
25
cast
feet.
this spell using a spell of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 2d4.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Alright. 6. Oh, please do something. Ah, damn it. They take 8.
8, both of them just evaporate
Oh.
in like a whirling, spinning blur of daggers. And they just like fall back in, like just blobs of lava fall back into the lava itself.
Alright.
Okay,
So strange.
so it would have been their turn, but they're now dead already. So Azul, your turn.
He said got tentacle around.
Yeah, there's currently one tentacle like wrapped around Caius's like a lower waist, and it's just dragging him towards the lava.
I drop levitate this time, and I go ahead and cast. How far I need to be to do that? Haste on these two, but I move up here to do so on Caius,
I should always find
and
this.
10 times. Y'all get haste. Right?
Yes, sir. Haste is
Oh, haste.
Here you go, have the 2 invisibles as hastes. So it gives you +2 to your.
Ah, damn, we should have put a circle base on yours.
Yeah, I don't know why you did a hex space.
We just picked it. Let's do something. Anyway, haste gives you +2 to your AC. Your speed is doubled. You have advantage on dex saving throws.
And you get an extra
And
action.
you get an extra action.
It's really nice for melee casters because you can now cast and melee attack, which
Yeah.
is super nice.
Yeah.
Really good for paladins, fuck. So
And-
bad for paladins.
I can go there and cast that and back up a little bit. There you go.
Okay. Chinye, what do you want to do?
For slow, do I have to see the full creature or part of a creature?
Chinye spell. I would say that you would need to just make a quick perception check to see if you can see the creature. Because at the moment you don't know what's actually there. But I'd let you do a perception check just to see if you can notice the creature that is there.
Okay. I'll move up a bit and then make a perception roll. 15.
Yeah, you can see there's a tendril going to lava, but you can't really see a creature to focus on to cast the spell.
Okay.
So it does say 6 creatures of your choice.
Yeah.
But I would say, to be fair, you just don't know what's there, so you can't really focus on it enough to cast the spell.
Okay, fair enough.
But you know that, so you can do something else.
Okay. In that case, I'll cast Horn Whip on the tentacle that's wrapped around Caius.
Roll a quick attack. Oh, that hits for sure.
Yeah. 7 damage.
Cool. So you cast the whip out, you wrap it around the tentacle, and you pull it, and it acts like almost like a chainsaw, and it just like through the tentacle, and the tentacle like back into the water and
Oh,
Caius is,
let's go, Caius.
Yeah, it lets
Oh,
go.
yeah.
It doesn't let go. You just tear it in half with this like whip.
Oh.
It's a whip of thorns, so you kind of like pull it, and it's like this like spinning like death blade, and it just slices through the tentacle, and you like.
It's piercing damage. I don't know if that has a
Makes no difference. It's just got 4 health and tentacles. So.
Okay.
Okay, so it is the creature's turn. That slow would have been very good. Because this creature is a bitch. Okay, so the...
I don't know. I've never seen something like this happen before.
What happened?
This camera doesn't work at all. It doesn't turn on.
Weird. Okay, so...
I can't think of something that would happen that just completely doesn't work.
Alright.
You can do it after.
I know. No, I'm just saying this.
Another tentacle shoots out of the lava and wraps around Caius, doing
Wait, what's
2 fire damage.
what's the AC? I mean, his AC is up for.
Oh, it was a 24 to
Oh
hit.
yeah, it's maybe, you know.
So 2 fire damage to Caius.
All right.
Are you halving that?
Nope, because it's fire damage, not bludgeoning.
So that is a 20 to hit on you.
20.
Yeah.
Yes, they hit.
Another
Wait,
tentacle.
you got 2 plus on your AC.
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay, no, I blocked that. Yeah,
So
I
a
blocked
tentacle
that.
comes out and you just like smash it with the mace aside. Just in
Aren't you
time.
natural 19?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I blocked that. Yeah. Dang.
So that's a 19 to hit on you, Fantasia.
Yeah.
Another tentacle like wraps around you, dealing 3 fire damage.
Would that be 1 or 2? Because she has resistance.
1.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got resistance, you little demon.
And definitely a hit on Che. Another tentacle, the 4th one, like wraps around you,
As my reaction, I'd like to use absorb elements.
which does what?
Nice.
I can absorb 1d6 fire damage.
Okay, so roll. It would have done 8.
Okay.
So yeah, max roll.
6.
2.
Oh.
So it only does 6.
It does 6 fire damage, and all 3 of you are dragged 25 feet straight towards the target. So as you begin getting dragged just out of the lava, you see this strange, like, globular creature with loads of eyes and one huge big mouth pouring out, and it's like dragging you right towards the edge of the bridge.
Not me.
Yeah.
Not him.
It's
And-
me and Jay.
So it's 25. So be exact,
Yeah.
because Caius needs to make a strength check, or he's gonna fall in the lava.
He's right there at it, so he.
Yeah, but if 25 in a straight line, so make a strength check. He's right on the edge. He's just trying to like resist, like
And
getting
no
pulled into
advantage
the lava.
because he gets advantage on.
He gets disadvantage on strength checks, so just a normal.
But he gets 2 advantages for rage.
It doesn't.
I tried. Ooh, 14.
11. So he just like holds it, and this thing has fucking strength as well,
Yeah.
crazy strength.
Yeah.
So he's just like on the edge, like just like holding onto this tendril, and it's just like trying to pull him into the lava.
Alrighty then.
So the creature is, instead of being able to pull it into the lava, is going to like slime right to the edge of the bridge, and is going to make a bite attack on Caius.
Okay.
It rolls a 24 again.
Yeah, just make.
So
Just a little bit.
Damn.
I'm not liking that damage.
Going to Stone's Endurance. Right here.
So he takes 22 fire damage as it like
Yeah,
bites
yeah,
out, like lava like seeps onto him.
Ain't it 11?
It's fire damage.
It's
It's not.
fire damage.
Oh,
It's not, yeah, so I'm taking Stone Endurance at this point in time.
Yeah, this big, huge creature's huge mouth just like latches onto him,
Wow.
bites onto him.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a 1?
So I take 4 off of that. And so how much was it?
22.
It was 22, so you take 18 fire damage. Okay,
Alright.
it is Caius' turn.
Well, he just
You can
Says
completely
fuck
see
it.
the creature
Yeah.
now in front of him.
He says fuck it and gets to swinging. So he's going reckless, great weapons, full ham hog on this thing.
Okay.
So That's advantage on the roll. Natural 20. Here we go. So
And the
I got
first attack as well. That's the big one.
Yeah, plus 10 because it's great weapon on it on top. So it is. Oh shit! It is 2d6 first.
That's now every attack you've rolled with him is natural 20.
Pretty damn much. Except for one. All
I'm
right.
glad you're not playing first. Main time.
I'm saying, man. 9. That's
Double all
9.
the dice. Do all the dice first and then double it because there's
Okay,
more
okay.
dice. I know there is.
Yeah.
There's also necrotic damage and other shit that he does.
Another d6 over here
So you're currently at 9.
without the double. Damn it. 10 without the double.
So 10. Any more dice he rolls?
No. So 20 plus.
So 30.
Plus 17.
20 plus 17.
Yeah, 47.
37.
Huh?
20 plus 17. Did you say?
Yeah, 20. I'm sorry.
So 37.
37 on that
Okay,
one.
yeah, he just like boom, like through this thing, like slices into it.
Alright. So that was the first hit, and I also gets another hit because he natural 20. So second hit for this action will be a
Oh yeah, by the
15.
way, that natural 20 only happens when it's a reckless attack. The extra attack only happens when you get a crit with a reckless, not any crit.
Really?
That yeah, I read it when.
But it's a
we
great
talked about it.
weapons master, and it says it for that.
Oh, sorry. When you're using great one of the other,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did you roll? Sorry.
Well, I got it. Sorry. All right. Yeah, 15.
15. It just like smashes into the hide of this thing, and it just doesn't seem to be able to get into the body of the creature.
Okay, so now he's doing his technically his second attack.
Yeah.
For that thing. Ooh. Nope. So 13.
Okay, yeah, again, he's like now getting a bit panicked and he's like wailing away on the side, but then he gets
And
another one because he's
more
got.
hit. Yeah, one more hit for
He's got haste.
Damn. Alright. 17. I mean, no, not 17. It's 15.
15, yeah, he just like, he's smacking on the side of
Yeah.
this thing and just, you can see him, he's getting a little bit panicked attacking this thing. It's real close to the edge.
Natural 20. That's about it.
Tintin, your turn.
So, got a question. We always carry water with us.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a pinch of dust on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, you can reach down and just grab some dust. You're in like a magma pit with a bridge. There's lots
So I
of
don't
dust.
really have to grab it. I can just.
You need to drop the water on the dust?
Yeah.
Yes, you could easily just drop some water on a bit of dust on the ground.
Alright, so
I don't know what kind of cause it.
I pull out my pouch and
Backpack, right?
some water on the dust.
Okay.
And I do sleep stone
I've even got a
Sleep
what do you call it?
stone.
right on the creature.
Oh, shit.
40, but 40 is 40 circle. So I just want it to be right on him, but outside, like going that way.
Okay,
it
so you're
won't be
dropping it
on
like
cops.
right back here
Yeah.
so that just the edge hits the creature.
Yes.
Got it.
Alright, so
That sounds cool.
I do sleep storm 3rd level.
Storm 3rd level. Holy goddamn.
Oh, you can do it too.
So it's a dex saving throw.
Oh, I don't think this thing is particularly dexterous. 13.
Ooh, 13 is what it is.
So it succeeds.
Yeah, just bar.
I thought if you hit it, it doesn't succeed.
Yeah, but it's rolling against your to save. When it's whatever whoever is rolling gets the advantage on the if it hits equal.
So okay, until the spell. Oh, I shouldn't even did that anyway. It doesn't even do anything.
On a point you choose.
I couldn't even do that anyway because he's not on the floor. He's on the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you can do something else if you want.
Yeah, I didn't read that all.
This is kind of like a creature's like a blob. It doesn't really have prone.
Yeah. All right, then I just pull out my pouch and say glacier while I'm running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And point it at him so I can shoot out at him.
So what are you doing?
Saying glacier.
And what was the item? Oh, the decanter. 30 guns, what's the gushes? 4th guy, 3. Oh, so DC's 13 strength saving throw, which it succeeds.
Why are you so nosy?
But it does say, so 30 feet, so it's 30 gallons of water. How many did we work out last time? It was, I just did double damage, but it's supposed to be 7 damage per gallon.
Oh my.
Okay, so roll,
D8.
roll. No, so it can't be 7 damage per gallon, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, it was 7 damage per. Yeah, 7 damage per cubic square foot.
Which we don't know how many is in gallons. We're just going to do damage, so it's going to be a lot. So roll 40-10.
40-10?
Yeah, because this thing's like 40-10. It doesn't really have a damage, but you're just pouring a big pool of water onto a freaking magma like creature, so it's gonna hurt the shit out of it.
Yeah, which one is 10? I forgot.
I
think this one.
No,
If it has a 0, it's
This one.
40-10 please. So you hold this decanter, and it's like quite a small little decanter, and it just like a fire hose onto this creature.
7, 4, 6, so that's 10, 17, 22.
22 damage.
Double.
So yeah, that's 44 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, this creature just like you see like sizzling and bubbling as it like starts to like withdraw back into the lava. It looks really, really, really hurt. Fantasia, your turn.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, one thing I did wrong. Caius should have taken another 1 damage, and yeah, that was it. Caius should have taken an extra 1 fire damage. Marco.
Okay.
Wait, anyone held on to the?
At the end of their turn.
Okay, what if you have resistance against fire?
Resistance just means you take half damage.
So if I take half damage of 1 damage, what does that mean?
But you don't take 1 damage because it's not the end of your turn yet.
But at the end.
At the end of your turn, I roll a d8 to see how much damage you take per, because the tendril does damage over time as well.
Even when the water hit him, he don't retract his tentacles?
No, but it did do a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, I was asking.
Did the most damage of any attack so far. So.
He's not. Yeah, he's just
It
sitting
was
there
super effective.
holding on to us, right?
It's this basically it looks like this big blubbery mouth of fire in the lava, and it's just pulling you towards it into the lava.
In that case, I can, well, not move, but recast, like, Cloud of Daggers, and then just cut it.
Did you do 2 moves, right?
Instead of trying to break.
You didn't do a second attack.
Yes, I did.
But you did.
I had to pull out the thing, so that's 1.
Well, also doing it is one thing. So
Yeah.
you could actually cast a spell if you wanted to, because using that item is not casting a spell.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
I don't think
Alright.
so. What does it
No,
say?
it's not casting a spell, but because it's out of that.
Yeah, it's not your spell, it's loot. I mean, it should be like the mandolin.
Oh, actually, technically speaking, you couldn't have cast that. Because it says the water stops pouring out at the start of... Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say you're casting a spell. So yes, you could technically cast a spell. Currently, one action, use an item. Second action, you can cast a spell.
Okay,
If
so
it was to like pull out a sword and attack, I might say no. But if it's just to cast a spell, you can do 100% any spell you want.
then I'm going to do guided bolt. What the fuck is my guided bolt? Level 2?
Oh. No, I couldn't do a cone because Caius is right in front of me.
Yeah, guided bolt level 2, and I have to roll to see if I hit. Yeah,
Okay.
I need to roll. 8.
You thought that
That is a miss. That is a miss.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Fantasia should have had plenty of time to decide what she was
Yeah, I
going to
just
do.
said I was gonna move Cloud of Daggers.
Okay, can you just
closer.
put Cloud of Daggers next to the
Yes,
with
moving closer.
the deadly dice?
So now
Nice.
So what does Cloud of Daggers do again?
another 6d6 since he can't move.
Do it.
I mean, not D. I wish it was 66.
64.
Yeah.
Roll the 64.
Takes another 12.
12 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Woo, big 12.
It's looking super hurt. There's like lava drooping off him, all kinds of disgustingness on this creature.
Yeah.
Fantasia, your turn.
Oh, that's what.
Unless you want to move.
Sorry, well, I can't.
I was going
move.
to say
I'm
Azul,
still-
your turn.
Yeah, I'm still trapped by.
Okay, so Azul, your turn. Oh, so at the end of your turn, you take another 6 fire damage, half to 3.
Okay.
Azul, what do you want to do? This creature is looking on its last legs in front of you.
And it doesn't.
Far away
Maybe even
now.
have legs.
I cast Chaos Bolt, second level.
Go ahead.
Bullet.
Roll to heat.
17.
Misses. It just dissipates off its body.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. I'll do nothing after that. I'm like, all right, well, shit didn't
Okay,
die.
you're not captured.
No, I am not.
Check.
I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave on top of this
He's like, wait a
creature.
minute, water is good against fire.
Yeah!
As a Pokemon master, I know these things.
Shocker, yeah.
Does Tidal Wave hit the people in front of you?
No, so I can choose the area.
Okay,
it's
so you can
casted
start
in
it
and
just
the-
in front of...
So I can actually start it so it's like 5 feet in front of it and just
yeah.
all on top.
Okay, cool. Go
and
ahead
So
and-
it takes. So you have to. It has to make a dexterity. Well, you can't really fail.
Its dex is incredibly high.
No, it can't be knocked prone.
I actually rolled a
Yeah.
natural 20.
Wait, seriously?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it can't be knocked prone
Not
anyway,
prone,
so...
Oh, it takes half damage, so it just. It's
Well,
not.
let's just say it had 1 health left. How would you like to do this?
Oh, it just fucking just like a water gun, just hydro pump, just water gun.
Blast away.
Yeah,
A small turtle appears on your shoulder.
exactly.
So yeah, like the massive gush of water just poof, on top of the thing, and actually for a brief moment the lava in that whole area just becomes rock before it starts to like melt and become lava again. The creature is just nowhere to be seen, just completely demolished. And you guys have, and just as the creature goes down, the seal like pulses and goes like a vivid red again across the whole thing. And Torgal looks up and says, "Well done, well done."
I'm sorry we didn't leave you anything to eat.
He says, "Don't worry, those methods are disgusting, and I don't even want to touch whatever that was."
That was okay.
Okay, was that it?
I believe we trial complete, guys.
Oh.
You
I don't know, I
officially.
think we got an easy trial this time.
The dragon just
I don't like the slow clap. It makes it seem like we're about to fight them. They
Why?
scare
Why Fantasia?
Because they're dramatic.
completely crazy.
Do you not watch plays?
No.
The villain comes
I can
out
fight you if
from
you
the
like.
fire. I wouldn't like.
I would like
Can
to
you
see.
fight Fantasia for me? I'd like to see that.
Only
To the
if
death.
she would like.
I would like if Che
He like raises his hand.
find out if he
Oh.
can swim in lava. I want to find out.
Show him how it's done.
Is that a rhetorical question?
It's not rhetorical.
Yeah,
Because
I
he
would love
wants
to
to kill
swim
me.
in lava.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you the ritual is complete here. The seal has been empowered again, and you are free to go. Or if you like, stay and talk to me some more. I would very much enjoy the conversation.
We have places to go. What is it? What we can reach you? Outside of here.
I mean, there are a number of spells one could use to converse with me. I speak common, good. I speak good, and he like looks at Fantasia at the same time.
I
Does dragon speak good?
I don't recall
Uh,
anything I've said.
If you have such a spell, you may message me anytime. I would love to chat. Otherwise, please come and find me. And if maybe my father deems that I have been supportive and potentially helpful enough to be able to go on some field trips from here on my off days, maybe I could come and hang out with you guys.
All right.
I would probably be in my human form, but I will call myself Torgal, so you can see me.
Yes, sir.
Good. I appreciate everything. It was great talking with you.
You
Thanks
know,
for
And
the
you,
insight.
my friends, and you.
I'm gonna.
How do we get out of here?
Yeah,
Where
that
you
was about
came.
to be my question.
Oh,
Just climb down the mountainside. The village is not far.
we got to climb up first. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Wait,
Appreciate it.
what's back there?
If you like, I can lift you. And he just
Oh, that's great too.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm not locked to this floor. I can fly. I'm quite big.
I didn't want to
As
make you do
nice.
more than you wanted to at this time. You
Oh,
know.
no, happy to help a friend.
I do have a question, another one.
Go ahead.
I know you have a lot of money and stuff there. I don't want those.
I do.
I don't want the money. I just want to know, do you use all that armor? Or
Yes, I
some
wear it
sword?
all the time. Of course not.
So can I look at some of the sword, the weapons, and the armor?
I tell you what. I will give you 6 seconds to pick one item of interest that you may take away.
Is that each of us?
Just the person bold enough to ask a large dragon.
Fair.
Okay, so hold on 1 second before I grab.
Yes, already won.
What should I grab?
I don't know what you're
Alright,
looking at.
I just grabbed. I grabbed.
Roll a quick perception.
Alright.
Well, what are you looking for? I mean, you can say, is it armor? Is it a weapon? Is it what is the first thing you
No,
go?
roll a quick perception check. There's specific items there.
19.
19. Okay, you see 2 sword hilts in the stash. It just looks like the hilt of a sword, and you're like, that seems interesting. Roll a d6 to see which one you grab. Okay. Yeah, so you grab a strange blue-looking sword hilt with it has like almost like a lion's head on the back of it.
Okay.
That's it.
Just the hilt, not this.
It's just a hilt at the moment.
Of
Yeah,
course.
that's all you see.
Blue catches his eye.
Yep.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now, feel free to come back anytime into my welcoming and very homely abode. Please get me out of here.
I got you.
I'm
There might be
so
ways
bored.
we can get you out later. Maybe I don't know. Chinye?
Yes.
Is there ways? I don't know. We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, and so he lifts you to the
Oh shit.
he lifts you to the edge of the crater, just with his hand each time, putting each of you up, and he says, "Farewell, my friends, and say hi to Father. Please tell him of my deeds today and helping you and protecting this rift for 50 years."
Of course, we'll let them know that you are very grateful and appreciative, and you would like to stretch your wings.
Thank you. Farewell.
Bye.
As you guys walk
Late.
uncomfortably down the mountain.
Yeah.
So you walk down, and actually, as you walk back, it feels like it's way less. It only takes you a couple of hours, and you quickly get back to the village. In fact, the route that you're taking seems to be protected, and it's very strange that it was definitely a lot less difficult than the route you took to get there in the first place. And you head in, and you get to the entrance to the village, and as you walk in, Che, like the 2 druidic guards like clap you on the back and say, "Well done, quite quick."
Of course. It was a breeze, they say. But nothing because of my incredible teammates.
Well, modesty is definitely a virtue. as
I
they
pulled
say.
my weight, but,
I bet you did.
I couldn't have done it without them. Teamwork makes the dream work, they say. Especially from the blue one. Once.
It's a bit racist, but okay.
And the big barbarian.
You know, I'm not liking how he's listing this out.
Anyway,
You
I'm
guys-
ready for my motherfucker.
You guys head into the village. What do you guys want to do?
I guess we'll show them that we are finished. Let the elder know.
Yeah, we have to go to the elder. Gotta give Pop the good word. Put in the good word for
Oh yeah,
son.
on the way down, you're inspecting the sword.
Yes,
and
I was about to say that.
so
I don't know if I can grab it.
you're messing around with it, and then you see there's a sigil on the hill, and it speaks a word that just says frost, and when you speak it, like a frost blade appears out of the sword, and it's like almost like glistening with like a crackling like cold, icy cold energy.
I want to get away from him. You know how he is with swinging elemental weapons. New weapons.
Like block of ice is full down.
Okay, we put in a good word for Dad. We see my dreams.
Okay, so you're heading back to Mathis. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
Matthias.
And he's going to Rokon.
No,
You're
I mean
right.
we'll go to. If we see him on the way, do we see him on the way? Basically.
No, you want to see him.
No.
Okay.
You don't see him on the way.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, you
Because I was going to give him the seeds and the stuff that
You
we
head
we
straight to Mathis, and you don't see anyone you don't see anyone you know, at least, on the way to the area. And you let yourselves, or you get easily let in, and Mathis is waiting there in like a ceremonial robe, and he says, "Oh, welcome. That was an exceptional performance. I hear that you fought off a roper, which are definitely more unusual than most. So very good, everyone. Very good."
Thank you.
Wait, so did you see or did you hear what happened in the trial? I'm just
A
curious.
friend of mine sent me a quick message.
Well, your son was very helpful.
He is not my son as such, just someone who I helped, maybe raised as a father over the years. But Torgal is a gentle giant, and I feel like maybe only a few more months and he can be away from his detention.
Did you tell him we aided him in that? We gave him a good word?
He says that you have many good words to tell me, so I am waiting on bated breath to hear
I
about
mean,
his.
he was very hospitable. He definitely told us the ways of the seal and let us know the things we should do or consider when, protecting the realms.
He
Roll
let
a
us
quick
sleep.
persuasion check with advantage. 'Cause you're not lying. And he wants to hear good stuff about his son.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
12.
12 pieces. Some of that I believe. Some maybe.
But believe it
He
more.
told us about his mistakes as well.
Yeah.
He knows.
If I
But
say it in song,
all
would it
the
sound
same. Sorry, what was it?
better? That if I said it in song, would it sound better?
Well, yes, probably would sound better.
What he
I
said.
hear you have a fantastic singing voice, so if you would like to sing, please feel free, but it wouldn't change my opinion.
Oh,
I love my son dearly, so he has learned a lot in his 50 years here, and 50 years for people like, or beings like us, is but a few years.
If it's possible, I would like for him to join me one time. Like once he is able to get out.
He is his own dragon. He may join you, he may not. It's
Yeah.
up to him.
Is there anything that you want from the village chief?
I don't require anything.
Well, now that you say that, one of the things that we provide to people who have completed the second trial is something that I believe are useful to many a young druid here, and he hands you like a leather collar, basically. Not like it's like a necklace, but it looks like a band that you can put around your neck. And he says, "This should aid you in something that, as a druid myself,
know can be incredibly frustrating. Whilst you are in one of your forms, you may now focus upon one of anyone, in fact, and they will hear your voice. So you can quickly search an item called...
Change it to the. Oh, I thought you were.
Wait, is it in the marketplace? No.
you just gotta find it, but I'll just tell you what it is. 'cause
Is it in equipment?
Yeah, so go to equipment and just go add equipment. And
Add?
I called it...
Add items? Or
Yes, add items.
add... Okay.
What the fuck do they call it? My homebrew collection?
Yeah, it'll be in your collection. If
It is called...
and if you have other things, it'll definitely.
Choker of Project Animal Thoughts.
Project and
So it's a wondrous item.
Yeah.
So after wearing this item as an animal for 1 hour, you're able to communicate with anyone you set focus on. This usually requires line of sight, but raised tones such as yelling could possibly be heard. It basically allows you to focus on any one particular person in anyone at all in your animal form and speak to them.
Oh.
So no longer do you have to go like, you can't like yell to a group. You have to focus on one person. But it
Okay.
lets you speak to people when you
That's
need to.
sick.
It's like that movie, The Talking Cat. Only
Is it
talks
like
to one person.
Princess Mononoke when like the wolf is just there, no, just speaking, but it's not talking. It's just like projecting.
Yeah, it's basically a form of telepathy.
That is what you just said.
And he also says, now if you like, it is not a requirement. You can spend some time with our priest, who can provide you with the first of your tattoos. But this is your choice. It will not change your rank one way or another. It is just a symbol.
How big?
Up to you.
I will then.
Okay. So yeah, and he ushers you to the side to spend like 30 to 40 minutes of the guy like putting a magical tattoo on your body. It doesn't do anything, but it's more like a symbol just to show that you've completed your second trial, which will give you some benefits when speaking to other druids in the future, potentially. Can I have a drink?
Nice.
Mommy.
Thank you.
I was looking at
Okay, what would you guys like to do? Methods also says, and would you like me to keep this pelt, or would you like it back for your
That is true.
storage? And it is your item. I will reiterate, it is definitely safe here, but it is not mine.
Can you put it back in the bag? Let's put it back in the bag. I would love to keep it here. I just have a bad feeling of someone here. I have a bad feeling.
Tintin.
You and me both. And he like mage hands it back into the bag for you.
Alright.
Maybe what would happen if like Matthias? What would happen if like Tintin put on the pelt? Would he feel empowered or something like that, or like if a
Well, first, the being would have to overwhelm him, and then he would become the being. Tintin would cease to be relevant.
Oh, so you can't like overpower it like 10 ton couldn't just overpower
It is
the
just a
pelt.
pelt if it has no effect on you. However, this is due to the fact that this is what we would call one of the more evil of the 12. The 6 of the 12 who are more pragmatic would not take you over, it would be more of a union. But of the 6, the takeover is 100%.
Interesting.
Is there a way to get this off of someone when they have it on easily?
There are a number of magics that could remove it. The easiest being skinning the individual
As we saw.
and then healing potentially. But a druid such as myself does not have access to these type of arcane magics.
Oh. So Kaias could have been a werewolf man. And we would have to skin him alive.
I mean, he
potentially.
also could have tried to kill us, potentially. He said it's 100% takeover. Caius is gone.
Yes.
And if he's a bad guy, I don't think he'd like us very much.
Then I wonder who it was that was skinned in that room.
That is true. The man, me, and Caius and Tintone saw, it was a very huge skin body on that table, so...
If you would like to help me, please feel free to look into this Jalop's foe, who is part of our community. He may give you some insight, but be careful. He is a crafty one.
I'm telling you, I feel. I
How
don't
do
know.
you spell his name?
I mean, you're saying that. I mean,
Jalop's foe.
Matthias doesn't like him. I mean...
He's the
Jalox.
He's how do you spell it?
Jalos.
After I heard about this pill,
He's the guy who owns a job.
his company came quick. That means he's been here for a long time. He knows the system. He whooped us the trial that quick. It's just something about him.
I mean,
I get that.
I get that, but also Torgal did say he got lucky. He did get like salamanders that he could just kick. So,
I don't know, man. I got a bad vibe.
I mean, he runs HR, which we already know is pretty sketchy.
Okay, can you open up her room?
Ah!
Oh yeah, you did want to do that.
Why, yes, I may help you, young lady, if you have interest.
I'm interested. I want to see what they're getting at and why he's thinking that.
Very well, very well. So, the rest of you may head off. This will take a few hours, but
Not a
I
problem
will
for me.
do what I can to at least potentially unlock some of these some of these less permanent blocks that the young tiefling here has in mind.
Can you give out manners?
Hey,
These are blocking manners, maybe, but I
Okay.
cannot give them. No. She seems perfectly polite to me. Though
Ask your son.
Torgal said something about a crazy lady.
Yes.
oh,
I assume that this is the one.
And I must talk to you in private. Whenever, like, you can open up her mind first, and I talk to you in private, or
Will it take long?
Probably wants his mind.
no, it won't take long.
Then let us quickly discuss.
Okay.
And he guides you quickly to a room. You three,
I'm going
person
to
not here, and you two.
go see Rokan.
So,
Hey, before you leave,
Yes.
you picked up a lot of plants and stuff. I was there. I just want to be able to take it to Rokan so he can have it.
He wants the weed.
Maybe I want some.
I always offer, you rarely say yes.
I gave you half what I had.
Is this all?
No, it's not.
Does this include seeds?
I mean, you
No,
got
it's
some
not.
big
I need the seeds.
pumping staff. Come on.
You don't need all
I need the
seeds.
seeds. Some of them. At least some of them. You give me one or two.
I gave you 3.
Alright.
I have 2 left.
Alright.
So this is becoming a problem. We might get a suit.
And I walk away from vegetation.
So Pius and you two head off towards Rokan. Fantasia, he ushers you just to wait for a few
Yeah,
minutes while
I'm
he talks to
waiting.
Tinton. And he ushers you just into a side room. How may I help?
When you took us to the trial, or when we received the trial, I failed at one point. I must pray for what I did, but I felt threatened at the time. I just wanted to leave. I got a little bit nervous. And I threw shatter.
It's confession session.
When I
A
threw
spell?
shatter, it killed like 3 fae.
That was an ad that just
I
happened to talk
want to know
about death.
how I can apologize to them so they will not retaliate against the situation.
That was-
He like chuckles when you say that, and he says, "Well, it won't be the first time that someone has made a mistake like this, and all I can say is you can't really apologize to the Fae. They don't really think the same way that we do. It may be that nothing comes of this.
I heard a lot of wings. Heard a lot of wings when we left. I heard a lot of wings. I don't know if it's royalty. Cause I just talked to your son. He said he asked me AoE.
Oh,
and
that time. Yes, unfortunately I burned my bridge with the Fae fixing that problem. Well, all I can say is good luck to you.
No, what do they usually want? For the apology?
Death, lots of money. They like money, gold, gems.
So what if we stole something from them as well?
Okay, well, did you steal anything of value?
Asses all.
Well, all I can say is if you can leave the village as quickly as possible, that would be fantastic.
How do they know we're here?
They know. Often. I mean, they might not know you're here, but I would just say be cautious in the future if you come across a Fae. Maybe those who are more astute of the mind and maybe a little sharper, quicker, are often able to manipulate the Fae. They are naive but intelligent. I would advise against combat unless it is a worst case scenario, because whilst you may cut down one or two, there is many more.
Well, I cut down like 3.
There is many more.
I know.
And if you do come across them, I would advise trickery first. Don't be honest. Don't try and be friendly. Don't try and apologize. Just try and get out of there quickly. Maybe trick them into believing that they have killed you, killed someone, the culprit. That might work. I am happy to say I have never crossed them at that level in my past, but I have not heard of many successful escapes of the Fae. At least some people may escape, but suddenly 10 years have passed.
Okay. Thank you for this information.
I wish I could be more helpful.
No, you were helpful. Very, very, very helpful. At least I know something instead of nothing. I know nothing about the Fae.
Mm-hmm. True. There is a library in a city. I believe it is called Tavistock. It is a city dedicated to mechanics and technology that may have some more information on the Fae if you were in that area. It is across the seas, some way to the northeast.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now I'm ready to see what this is all about.
Okay. If you would like to stay outside. Miss Fantasia?
Yes, come in.
Now, we have some time alone, and if you would like me to just say that I have looked into you, I am okay with doing that. This is something that only you must be comfortable with.
I'll do. I want to see. As much as I will deny it, I believe Tintin and Azul are really genuinely worried about me, and they think something's being blocked, so I'll look into it. I want it looked into.
Very well. Please have a seat. And he starts to incant like a very long spell, and whilst he's doing so, the vines and roots start growing from the from the ground and creating almost like a cocoon around you. And then whilst you're in the cocoon, It gets darker and darker and darker as the roots and vines grow over you and form this almost like sensory deprivation space. And in the darkness, you suddenly start to hear like the crackling of fire and the burning of fire. And then you hear a few faint screams and cries, and you wake up, and you're in your household home again. And you look outside, and as you look outside, you see a village ablaze with fire and bodies lying all around. And within the village, you see yourself walking through, just dispatching people left and right with this huge, powerful warforge with them. And as you look, you see this person walking with a familiar swagger, one that you don't normally have yourself. And there's a few mannerisms that you notice now that you've had a bit of time to look at things without the flood of emotions and fear and regret in your mind, and you think, it doesn't really move like I move. And suddenly you just get like a little click, and it's not saying to you that it wasn't you, but what it says to you is like, maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was something else that I know, or something else happened. And as that sort of clicks, you sort of blink and the fires subside, and you're inside this like glowing circular thing with like flowers and blooms all around you, and it starts to just like wither away and die around. And he says, I hope that this was helpful in some way. And whilst I cannot read your mind, I feel like potentially a small step has been made in the right direction.
She wipes away some tears and starts thinking and realizes, yeah, something was very much amiss. And I see at the time I was not possibly in the right state. And it's most likely helping my fear be conquered. When I went to that town so early, I may have blocked something else out in the process.
So my magic only helps you see what was already there. It doesn't change anything in any way.
None of that was a hallucination.
Yes, so what may be helpful is that you are able to potentially put some more of your fears in front of you, and just to see how your reaction is. All I did here was show you something you've seen before, but allowed you to take away some of the emotion that connected you to that fear. Maybe doing something similar could help you in the future.
Yes, thank you, Matthias.
You're welcome. Now your friends are waiting.
Yes.
Goodbye.
I walk outside and I guess Tinton's still sitting there.
Yeah, Tinton's like sitting like.
He praying.
Hey, guilt-ridden man.
Yes.
I'm
So what'd you find out?
thanks. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Henny, are you okay?
And say that to Azul for me, because I honestly don't think I can.
I think he would want to hear your beautiful voice sing it to him.
As much as I want to, I feel like I've been doing Azul a lot of wrong, and I think he'll just take it as coming off as sarcastic. So I'm not sure how to say that to him, actually.
I believe he thinks sarcastic is beautiful.
God, he's as awful
You can roll
as
a
her.
quick deception.
Sound is. That's as awful as she is.
What are you trying to tell us?
17.
You can either just decide to be deceived, or you can roll to see.
You roll it already?
Yep, and wait, even with how high.
Sounds like he knows Azul better than
Yeah,
you. So.
he does. And even with how high.
We could have turned over a new leaf, Rick.
Alright, he does know me this way, and you're right, and he's pretty much used to that, so there's no need to change. He likes me the way I am.
Hold on.
No, you can't take money.
He likes sarcasm, but he doesn't like being patronized all the time. He's very sensitive, so.
That is, that could be true. I mean, if you weren't there, but one of the times we took shifts, I was alone with Ravaga and told him about his actions. If you didn't notice, sometimes when we were in battle and she had to be close to him, she really was uncomfortable. I may have told her my version of Azul, and
I don't even know your version of Azul.
Azul he's a guy. He has good intentions, but I may have laid on a little bit too thick about he doesn't like pirates, and that may have translated into not liking women, and that may have translated into some racism.
Wait. How do pirates? Okay, I can see how pirates can translate into racism at some point, but how did it translate into?
Because I was the only woman in the group, and I spoke and said, maybe it's because I'm the only girl around. Azul didn't think much of me, so Ravaga, I was in too deep. So yeah, Azul's a sexist and prejudice against pirates, and
Fantasia.
I see how that is bad now, but on the bright side, we went back to the Bronze Theater, and Ravaga didn't say anything.
So the whole trip, you didn't even try to clear it up?
I did not. Well, I just saw something that is open. I witnessed something from a different perspective now, and that kind of made me rethink some things. And that was one of the things. I wasn't thinking that the whole trip with Ravaga. And plus, hey, when we got back there and we were thinking, hey, it's time to go take Ravaga back, she was already gone, so couldn't have told her. So, she already left.
Okay, Fantasia.
So anyway,
Jay.
whilst they are, actually it would be midway of this, you guys are walking back towards the hut of
It'd be.
Rogan.
Are you ready? Are you ready for your tattoo?
I already got it.
Yeah, he got it whilst they were talking
Oh.
briefly. It took him like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. So we waited for him or we left?
You could either have left if you want or waited for him.
I waited
I would
for
say
him.
you waited a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm showing it off to Azul.
Yeah.
He's got like a kick-ass green style tattoo on your arm.
So now you can.
It's got a little blob and little things coming out, and it's got what's the dragon's name? Yeah.
Torgal.
Yeah, Torgal. You see a little dragon head on it. I requested this as a custom modification, and he's like, okay. I was like, might as well keep somewhat of a reference.
I like it. He was cool, people. He was really cool.
If you look really closely, you can see Fantasia being really sad and scared.
Hiding in the back. Makes sense.
Wait. Yeah, check this out. When we were in that fake place,
Yeah.
I grabbed a ton, and I mean
Okay.
a ton of that leaf.
Ooh.
We need to give it to.
Yeah, he's got like a massive handful.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
why my guy
need
looked
to
at
give
you
it
crazy.
to. I didn't know who got what. So, I can give
I saw you
something
asking
like this.
Tintin, and I was like, why are you asking him? I got a shit ton.
Okay. That makes sense. We could do that. I guess we'll see. I don't remember the guy's name. I know we keep talking about him, but
Rokan.
no,
Yeah, Rokan.
Oh, you mean J-Lox?
J-Lox. Yeah.
J-Lox.
J-A-L-O-X.
It was we.
Yeah, so he is very
Talking like he's a
fascinating.
fanboy.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
I'm the real J-Lox.
I respect Tintin in the sense that I would also be scared of someone a druid of that power.
I think Tintin just have questions.
Tintin always asks questions. Sometimes never
But he
gets
is
answers.
looking like a little family.
I know
That's
it.
too close to home.
Oh wait, you're highest. I was like, why is Tintin
Yeah.
chatting in?
He's kind of riding him hard. So,
Pussy whipped.
we're going to talk to Rokan real quick. I want to give him these as soon as possible. That way, things don't wither away, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess we're gonna have to wait for Tintin to talk to Jolov or whatever that man's name is.
I would hope we do that with him in case he
that's what I
gets his
said.
ass beat, you know. Don't want that to
We
happen.
have to
Unless you
find
want to go
him
talk to him
first.
first, you know.
Wait, is
No, I
he
said
in
he needs
Golana?
to, because he'll feel very butthurt if we go.
I know.
Or is he in the village here?
I don't know. I don't care about the man.
They said he's in the village
Oh.
training.
Oh.
Yeah, he's doing something. I don't care. I am going to go to my homeboy Rokan.
Yeah, so you as you saying that, you're heading out and you're just getting to
Go to his
Rokan's
house.
little hut and garden, and you see him in the garden just. He's just, like tending some flowers and like, like he's talking to like a hedge, like, yeah, you're looking great today.
Hey guys, don't say nothing about the pipe.
No pipe.
I don't care. I want to talk to him.
Just say it. Just 'cause. Hey, Rokan!
Oh, hey there! You guys came back. Did the other two die?
No, they're talking to the elder.
Oh, well,
So,
that's nice to know.
hopefully Fantasia is getting her mind right. But that would
Yes, she did seem a little crazy.
yeah, she don't want us. She don't want any of this fire. It might
Maybe
have helped
that's
her,
her
you know.
problem.
It is the problem. So,
So,
speaking of,
yeah.
we have a lot of stuff for you.
I show him like the massive
Holy
grove
shit.
from the grove.
This is amazing.
There you go, my thing.
We gonna get him killed. You gonna come here?
You found the grove?
Yes, we
Yeah,
found
yeah,
it.
we
How,
found
how was it for you? What did you see?
And saw a lot of things. There was this thing in the middle, it was like bringing out smoke and puff, and then there was fay and stuff like that. So we took all these and brought it to
Oh
you.
wow!
Yeah.
For me, there was like a rib cage of a huge beast, and within the rib cage grew fire of all different types.
Really? You saw something completely different.
Did I?
We was on a hill.
There were no hills where I was.
Oh. Nice.
And for me, there was these strange snakes that I had to tiptoe around because you don't want to fuck with the fae. That's for sure.
That's what I
Yeah.
I didn't even know we was going into the fade. You could have let us know that or something. You
Well,
know?
I didn't know if it was always there. I just have an affinity,
No.
and I could tell I was in a different plane.
While I'm talking to him, does he know this is legal?
He's not particularly good.
I know.
Nope.
I don't say shit. I start smoking fire just to like keep the smoke around.
Like, have you tried some of this yet?
No.
Actually, no. I figured I let the master do what he needs to do, and we'll try
Oh,
it
great.
tonight.
You got enough leaves here for me to make 4 or 5, and if I could just take one for myself.
Oh, of course.
And
I mean,
these seeds, are you going to use them, or is it
Oh, yes.
possible I can grow them? here?
I'd like to take a few seeds. I'm gonna sell a few.
I kept bricks.
Oh,
didn't
I
give him 10 cents,
would
though.
be very careful in selling this kind of thing. Maybe grow it yourself and sell the tobacco you create.
That is actually good.
Maybe smarter than the seeds. It would be potentially dangerous for you if someone realized where these came from and that you had them. But I will take.
We can.
We can do it on the boat.
On the boat.
Yes.
Boom boom can help.
Yes, exactly. We
I
can,
like it.
can we get? Do you know the best place to get like a box of like soil and stuff?
Well,
you
if
want
I
to
can
do
take, let's say, 6 of these seeds, that would leave you with 4. At least of the fertile ones here. I can give you some of my equipment if you
Hey,
like.
that would be amazing.
Fantastic. And he like runs into a little shed and he like rummages and he comes out with like a long wooden box.
We're selling alcohol to me, Joe.
It's like
like a long wooden box. A couple of these like wooden implements that he's found. One's like a small little wooden circular dagger, and the other one is like a small little wooden like shovel. And then he brings two like big like sacks of like a dirt. And he's like, this is my special concoction of fertilizer and dirt here. There is a number of soils from around the area that have growing properties. If you tend to it correctly and water every day, you should be able to grow with no problem at all. And it's heavy. It's gonna take you. It would have to. You have to like really carry it.
Caius.
Back.
Put it in the bag of holding.
Caius is like, I don't think those bags are gonna fit.
Can we put it in smaller bags?
He's like, I just carry it over my shoulder.
That works too.
Two sacks over his shoulder and puts the rest of the stuff in the bag.
Okay.
Well, actually, can we just keep this right around this area? When we leave, we'll pick it up.
Yeah, Rokan actually says, with the bag, I would avoid putting anything alive in the bag. The environment in a bag like this is often very different, and it is not necessarily conducive to keeping something alive.
Well, that's why we kept the plants in our actual pockets, and we put like the soil.
Good.
But I guess
I have heard of a few times someone trying to enter the bag did not end well for them.
Do you like die?
Oh yes, you die.
Shit.
There
it's
is
like
no
a
air
vacuum of
in there.
nothingness, right? Right? Is that something like that?
It is like a small parallel dimension that you can store things, but it is not a livable space.
Well,
I'm kidding.
let us know when you're done with those.
Oh, it will just take me 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh,
Be right back. And he like sets to like, because he's what he does is he puts the like green leaf into his hands, and you see it like dry in his hands, like he's using some of his druidic powers to like dry out these plants, and he crumbles it up and mixes it with like a tobacco leaf that he takes from like a tree that is nearby. And then he rolls out like 4 like quite small but very, very neatly rolled like little cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then rolls out like a slightly larger one for himself on the side. And then he you see him quickly put the seeds into this like small box with no soil but just a thin layer of water on the bottom, and it's got like a small like heat source underneath that is heating the water. And he's like, this will help the seeds germinate faster. But on the ship, with the weather being so good around here, you should have no problem.
I like it. Thank you. I'm just paying attention.
Please
I'm taking notes. Fun by.
roll a quick intelligence check.
I know. It's not gonna be good. 11.
11? Yeah, I mean, you could work out how to put them in the soil properly and shit like that, but that's about it.
Yeah.
You do notice that his rolling method is freaking insane.
Yeah.
He like has this crazy system where he like seems to generate a little bit of magic as he like twists the final roll, and it suddenly everything straightens out perfectly. And he says, are you staying in the village long, or are you heading out soon?
I think we're not
I think
staying.
we may have a day here. Maybe not. So we might leave by the end of the day.
Yeah, we might leave by night. I need to find Gray. We need to see if we want to leave by night.
That is true.
Gray, I believe, is staying at the guard hut near the entrance of the village. He has been waiting now for 1 day for you. So, if you want to head back, he is, I believe, ready to go.
Actually, while you do this, we can go talk to him. Probably. Yes, we'll be back.
You are talking to who?
Great.
Ah,
You can go talk to Great while you do what you
good. Well, thank you so much for coming, and it has been great to meet some new friends. I hope you come back soon, and we can smoke together again.
Of course. Next business idea. And then I guess we walk to the hut. So I don't know if that's probably before them or after them or what.
You walk to
The hut to go see Great.
yeah. So you're leaving out of his space about the same time that you guys are heading out of the main tree's space there. And what was I going to say?
Oh, yeah. Well, this one has it like this, so just if I need quick references.
Okay, so you guys, so you three, Caius and you two, are walking back towards the tree, and Che, you just as you're walking past one of the huts, you see like a small hunched over old man, and he's like,
The gambler.
Hello. Yeah.
and what do you do?
I'm not paying attention.
So I look at Caius, I look at Zoom.
I was in front.
No.
I'm just walking.
I point
Yeah,
out.
they haven't noticed.
Oh, I point at those two and then.
We're still walking. We're still walking.
Fine. I say, Azul, give me. I will catch up with you guys in 2 minutes.
What?
Where you going?
I need to pee, relieve myself, Caius.
Usually when you and Fantasia
Fantasia's not here.
goes along, something bad happens.
You want to hold my hand?
While they pee?
If you think it.
Roll a quick deception check.
Oh yeah, my guy.
Uh,
He beats me.
Deception.
Yeah, I'm rolling for him when I'm talking.
Are
I'm
you?
rolling for battle.
Okay, whatever.
Well,
Whoa.
Doesn't matter.
well,
I don't know how this works.
Oh,
If we can-
deception. I
Just
need to
see
pull
if
up
it
my
rolls.
deception.
Deception is
13.
+1.
I mean, yeah, it's still.
And you roll what?
4.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Caius,
Sure.
you both don't feel like you need to go to him.
I didn't care. I was like,
Yeah,
sure.
you already see, you know,
Alright, I'll see you
with
later.
wisdom, like he said.
Hey man, that ritual just took me a while.
Yeah,
Alright.
he heads to a little hut that looks like an outhouse or something, so it seems legit. So yeah, you head into the hut and the little cloaked figure comes up to you and he says,
Yeah, I want to just give you some information.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, what is your information?
Okay. Remember these words. The serpent has been awakened. Even now, she grows in size and power. A great calamity will befall the seas. And red.
Wait. You're talking with quick. Calamity.
Yes.
Just talk normal.
A big. What that's?
Calamity.
Wait.
Something bad will happen.
Wait. What is a calamity?
It's not a bad thing.
It's a bad. Okay,
Shit, conversation.
Okay.
The calamity and oh yeah. Yes, the seas will run red.
Seas run red. Got it.
There is an island
Okay,
where mouths are parched but cannot be quenched,
parched. What's the key?
and darkness falls where there was once light. So,
Okay. Yeah.
please travel to the east and cross a wall of fire which cannot be seen.
Why?
This will send you on the path.
What bad?
and he just like fades into the ground, and the hooded cloak just like flops on the ground.
I'm really gonna stop smoking this fucking Anyway, I actually take a piss too. 'Cause I and I
Was
walk
that
up.
like whilst he was saying that?
No,
Wait, what? Hold on, wait. Wall of fire.
Said, remember these words, and
Okay.
he just tells a whole myth story. That's the
Yeah, so
remember.
he says, yeah,
He's
the
right
serpent
under the
has been awakened.
Mhm.
Even now she grows in size and power. A great calamity will befall the seas. Red waters swirl upon a sea of green. Mouths are
Wait.
That's not that important. It's just fluff.
Oh.
There's an island where mouths are parched but cannot be quenched. Where darkness falls, where there once was light.
Darkness falls where there once was light.
Yeah, and then he tells you to travel east across a wall of fire that cannot be seen.
What you say?
What?
Oh, that's a very J-type response.
Listen, I was he was a little raspy on my voice. It was hard to hear.
He's an old man.
Old man my age. The man can talk straight.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? You all meet up at the small inn that is where Gray has been staying whilst you've been.
They met up with us?
Yeah, you guys are all coming to the inn around the same time. You guys had just came in and ordered something to drink, like a root beer. And as the other two coming through the door.
In the
Yeah.
trees. Hey.
Oh my
Exactly.
god.
Sorry.
Shut
Yeah, you guys have been in Caius and Azul. You've been in like literally 5 minutes before Che comes back in. So you know the whole needing to pee thing seems to
Yeah, it's
be
fine.
legit.
Okay, we're looking for Gray.
Gray is like sitting at a table across, just like
We just sit at
Like-
the table.
just leaning back.
Hey, Gray, how you doing?
Hey! Did you? I heard that the
Yeah,
trial
no.
went very well.
Great, we did it.
Fantastic. Are you ready to leave?
In a few minutes we'll be ready to leave, but we got some other tasks we have to take care of.
Is that the blue man or the tall one?
That was the tall one. He has that gruff voice, and he mostly insults the blue man.
No, that's me.
Well,
Okay.
everyone insults you, so it's
Wait, we're here?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are
we're
all
all
turning
there.
up.
Oh, okay.
You're all just turning up about the same
we're
time.
waiting.
Just for ease of story.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Joe.
We all know.
Jolax.
Jolax.
Shelix.
So, do you want his autograph or something?
No. But I have a bad feeling about something.
So we go directly to someone you have a bad feeling about home.
Yes, I need to act as if we're going to persuade to work with him with his company.
All right.
The HR?
Yes. That's why I want to keep some of the...
Oh, yeah, you can have your shit back. I give him back like the.
Okay, I want to keep the seeds for ourselves, but I want to show him our product, and I have a little valve of the boom boom. I mean the BBW.
Why would we like to work with him though? Like, what is the point? What is us saying that he'd be like, okay, cool, work with my dude over here.
When we talked to the elder, he said that he would like for us to look more into Jolox.
Well, the product isn't exactly patented yet. We don't have a label. We don't have, the packaging for this.
Yeah, that's why you just give him a little valve. We give him a little bit of the product, and we tell him that it will be coming soon, and we would like to work and partner with him.
I think. I as much as I don't think Azul thinks ahead, I think he's saying that there's a possibility you give him that, and say you'll partner up with him, he'll just steal the ingredients and somehow find out what's in there, just make and sell it himself, and boom, boom.
He's not as good at us,
We don't know him. I mean, probably Tinta knows him since he knows everything about this man and wants to know more. But we don't know what this Jolix can do. I just say we be safe. We go. I know we have to go in there and persuade or deceive him. So I say, now that I'm a little bit clearer, I will be willing to be in that front if I get minutes alone with Tintin and all of you to hear what you all know about Jolix mixed with what we heard from Matthias.
I'll lean the 10 time. Did you need to help her?
Yes, she had a little bit of insight into our life. I think she hasn't told me everything. She just apologized to me, and she
Does it
wanted
not
me to
make her
say
ass?
she apologized to you too. I don't know.
Insight check. No.
Well, you might as well. He was the one who kind of told her you lied.
All right. He got a high. It was 22.
Seems legit.
But I did tell her you like the sarcasticness. I just like to see y'all scrabble like old married couple.
That is stupid. That is really stupid. She is disrespectful. Anyway.
And Gray said, chimes in and says, well, I can fix one thing. I know where he is. He is meditating on the southeastern cliff face for today and I think the whole week. So if you do need to speak to J-Lox, this is where you would need to go.
Okay. Buddies. If you want to do this, we can do this. I do not care. Just ready to do this so we can go.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you prepared to leave tonight if necessary?
Yes, I'm ready whenever you are, actually. Healed up and good to go.
Yeah.
We are on a time limit, so we gotta get this
Wait,
over with as
wait.
fast as
we
possible.
should leave in the morning, shouldn't we?
Yes.
We'll leave in the morning so we can rest one day
Got you.
after everything. Okay, great. We'll do that. And so, whatever you want to do.
I'll go talk to him with y'all. Y'all come with.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't
Wait,
leave him
wait,
alone
wait.
with somebody we don't trust.
Do all of us want to be there?
No.
No. He'll see a big group, feel threatened.
Let me go by myself.
I can go with you. And
We need to
disguise
be
myself.
somewhere.
Okay. Yes.
Unless
Kaya says, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Just going to bed.
unless any of you want to, unless you want to just disguise yourself just to be safe.
No. Just because I don't want to use too many trickery. If he's a smart guy, as they say he is, he might can see through that disguise.
And he could possibly sense magic too, so we probably wouldn't be able to hide something.
I don't get, and I to put myself as like,
Alright.
again, that the character that I made before, it looked like Jack Sparrow, basically.
Oh, God. Okay, so I will be the traveling salesman with you. I throw pitches.
No.
Oh.
You go with Kai's and you go with.
Ew.
Uh,
He's sleeping.
because we only need all three of us. Just two people need to go.
Okay. I'll hang out with Shay. We'll go chill together.
And Kai's.
Just Shay.
And Kai's.
I'm gonna go take a nap too.
See?
Ew. Now he made it weird. So I'll just go sleep too then.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys head out to the southeast side of the island to find J-Lox.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do on your short walk there?
So we're telling them we're trying to sell merchandise and I'd like to use HR to help us with the shipment.
First, I'm going to brag about his HR being everywhere. Say, how does he do it? It's wonderful.
I'd rather get to that much detail. I'm just trying to figure
I
out
know.
how our plan.
He's not going to give us detail and
I
then.
mean, it's not like he has a number for us to call, you know, after we leave here.
I know.
So what are you looking to gain?
So in a week's time, we'll come back with more merchandise.
Why are we giving a time limit when we don't know how long it's going to take us to do anything and everything we need to
Well,
do?
he's going to want to know the time limit. If we show him the merchandise and then not provide, that's going to be bad on our part.
Sure. I guess.
Tell him 2 weeks.
Yes,
2 weeks.
within 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you get to the edge of the city and the guard, you ask where J-Lox is and the guard points and you see that on the, there's like a cliff face maybe about 400 or 500 meters away, and there is a figure sort of kneeling, sort of like meditating on the cliff face, and behind him is like 6 or 7 other people sitting in almost like a respectful distance away from him as a ring, just doing the same thing. And yeah, you walk up to that group. A couple of they're all kind of young men, and a couple of them sort of like glance at you as you walk past and like look concernedly as you walk up to J-Lox.
What do they look like? Do they look like the soldiers? those in the village, or they look like
None of them have the tattoos on. A couple of them have like a single tattoo, like clearly have done the first part of their trial. But most of them are quite young. There's like 5 men, a couple of women. They're either human or half elf or half orc.
How many is it?
There's about 6 or 7 of them. And Jalox is kneeling. He's in like a simple leather sort of like traveling gear, like very simple and functional. And he's just sort of like sitting, like facing out to the sea, just meditating. And as you walk up, he says, "It better be interesting for you to disturb my meditation."
I would like to talk to you about the program that you're running with FedEx?
HR?
HR. And I like to run some.
It's not exactly the time or place for these types of
So
discussions.
that you haven't tried any of these. This is the best stuff you had in your life.
When would you
What
like to
they
talk?
all say.
When would you like to talk?
Ideally, never again. But I have a feeling that's not an option.
Oh no, it's not an option right now because we have the best product
Don't
out
worry.
there.
We can help you with your meditation. If you try a piece of this right here, I'm sure you'll rest well. Feel comfortable.
Rest quite well, thank you.
Well, if you don't want the business, then we can take it elsewhere.
Roll a quick persuasion check.
God.
It would have been disadvantaged, but let's go with it. Persuasion check because you're both working together.
Wait, who is that?
One of you roll it. Decide
Yeah,
which one.
Why, you want to? Because mine is higher.
I was
You rolled it already.
Yeah.
Your persuasion is hard?
Mine is a 4.
Ooh, I did perception. Oh, I did
Oh,
perception.
He said persuasion. Because his acting, that's why he said disadvantage at first.
11.
He says, "Go and find one of our managers in the docks. They will be able to appraise your product. Now please leave me alone."
I heard that you ran through the trial pretty fast. I would like to spar you.
I
That like,
do not need to spar anyone.
You don't need to. I'm asking for the opportunity to.
No. Now please leave.
Conversation is.
I don't know which one. I guess I'm just paying attention to any of his team and see if they're like
Okay, roll a quick,
feeling uncomfortable.
roll a quick perception check.
8.
They seem very focused on what they're doing if they are listening and you don't notice it.
Means that, right?
I guess we gotta go to the docks. Find one of the managers. 1 or 12.
Say that out loud.
Yeah.
I don't know why he said it. So I was like, alright. Well, we'll go. We'll be on our way.
Or, you know what? Never mind. We have the Bronze Theater we can sell to. They said they wanted our product and they said it was very good over all the product that they have. And they get some from HR too. So, if you don't want to taste my products, that's fine.
I'll turn
We
around.
have other people that can sell for us.
I mean, I'll
Okay.
start walking.
Okay. You guys head back into the town itself.
Hurts. He didn't pay attention at all. He
Just
just
walk out. I really don't know what you wanted to do there or what you wanted me to help you out with at that moment.
I don't know. I just want him to speak. I didn't know how to make him speak. He just meditating. That's why I said, when can we talk later? And he was like, you can't. Fuck you, bitch.
He's a celebrity. You act like fanboy.
He ain't my celebrity. I ain't act like a fanboy. I asked him if he wanted our product. But if he don't, he don't. But that's nothing. We'll talk when we get to the ship.
Alright, so we'll do that. And so we walked back to Rokan's place.
They were going to Rokan's?
We're at the inn if you want to meet up with everyone else.
They're at the inn.
Yeah, I'm going to Rokan's.
Okay. Yeah, so he, as you going to Rokan's as well? So yeah, you like about 20 minutes later, you appear at Rokan's place, and he's like, "Oh, well, I didn't expect to see you so soon."
I did not ask. While we was walking, did I notice any of them following us?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, so 19.
19. When you get to the gate and you're talking to the guards to get back in, you glance back and he is talking to two of the people who were with him, and they immediately he's like pointing at you two at the gate, and they're looking at you two, and they start walking towards you. And then as you walk through towards Rokan's place,
I'm gonna go straight to this place if I notice that they're following us. And if that's the case, I would have stopped a little bit after the gate.
Okay. But yeah, as you walk in, you notice that they walk in as well, and they seem to be like nonchalantly looking around to see if they can see you, and you know that thing where they're like talking to a merchant but not really talking to the merchant, and
can I circle back to them?
Like
turn around and go.
Yes,
my guy's still walking forward. So.
Yeah.
No, I say, come, hold on.
Yeah.
And I start walking towards them.
He's still
the two acolytes. Okay, so yeah, you walk up to them.
So, are y'all very interested in the product that we have?
They
really good.
they look really uncomfortable, and they're like, no, we're not interested.
Look, it's
sorry.
okay, I understand. You're trying to get away from your
Not
boss.
interested, not interested, and they just like walk off.
It's really good! Really good, you can try it for free sample!
they walk off.
What was that?
It's awkwardness.
They were following us.
That didn't help you out. Now they left and you don't know where they are. Now they can be.
I'm still looking at them walk away.
Yeah, they walk off and round a corner.
Alright, how about these? You go back to the inn, and I'll go to Rockhouse. And we will see each other in the morning.
We need to drop this merchandise off somewhere. Not where we have it at the time, and then have one of the people that did not see us go and pick it up.
And I telepathically talk to you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
If we was getting followed, they probably going to try to mug us.
Okay, we don't have anything. Kaius has the thing that, and this is still telepathic. Kaius has what he might be actually looking for.
Yeah,
So,
I want to steal my boom boom juice. BBW juice. BBW.
it'd be okay.
I know we got a lot more. Okay, whatever.
The juice of a BBW.
So he goes to there. I circle around.
So what are we calling the stuff?
We'll figure that out later.
Gonna call it BJ's?
No,
Bomb joints?
not at all. Not having a BJ. Not like that. No. You tell me this. Go, get to it. And so, while he does that, I kind of like try to stealth somewhere. And
Okay, roll a stealth check.
We are
Yeah.
given BJ.
What?
15? Because I think that's what it was, and I'm gonna check.
I'm just looking around, make sure that nobody's
Sorry,
following me.
14.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
You hide somewhere and then undisguise myself and make myself neat.
Okay.
'Cause I was
You
looking
hide
like
somewhere and undisguised.
And then I go to Rokans.
Okay.
Oh, you would, Jack Sparrow?
Yeah, he was Jack Sparrow the whole time. He never undisguised.
So I change my voice and everything. And so, then I go to Rokans. Some of these dudes got high ass.
Yeah, we're kind of, same thing. Like, as you come in, he's like, I did not expect to see you so soon.
No, wait, I'm just going to kick it if it's okay for the night and we'll leave in the morning.
Sure.
Hey.
Do you want to try some of the fire that I just made from the fire that you brought back? They'll take that as
Well.
a yes. Let's do it.
Okay. As he goes, he was thinking about the pipe. He's like, nah. Alright, so yeah,
Yeah, so you spend an evening chilling and smoking some fire with Rokan. and the morning comes by. You all wake up bright and early, and you meet up with Gray. He says, "All right, everyone, we ready to go?"
Yeah, I think good to go.
Yes, everybody watch out for people following.
Do we have a cart? Can we get the cart? Can we ask for a cart? We have all this stuff, these soil fertilizer. Is it just one big bag? The fertilizer they gave?
It's like 2 large bags, and Caius has already thrown it over the back of his horse.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
Yes, we can go.
okay, everyone. Shouldn't be too difficult a trip back, but let's just keep our eyes open, okay? And he rides out, and you guys head back towards the city, and we will end it with you leaving towards the city.
Cool.
Cool.
That. Yay.